Maybe we out here.
Can't find my fucking hair tie.
That's gonna be the first thing we hear in the VOD, and I love it.
I still have one of your hair ties that you lent me like weeks ago, and I keep meaning to give back to you.
That's fine. I can't.
Maybe you would have that hair tie right now.
Guys, are you ready? Are you ready for this?
It was on.
Wow.
Yeah.
To be fair, if it was our house, it'd be like she didn't have to go very far to find one that's just been laying around every 2 feet in the house somewhere. Bobby pins and hair ties when she's in that phase.
And yet, there's never enough either.
Never
They
enough.
disappear like crazy.
I have so many hair ties. Sorry, guys.
No, it's.
I feel so left out of this because I'm the only one here that doesn't live closely with another woman or is a woman or both.
Yeah, Mish doesn't do a lot of bobby
So
pins
what
or
the
anything like that anymore. So like they don't.
The fuck's a hair tie?
They don't pop
Guys,
around. Rob, I bet you could pull off long hair. I say that with a lot
would
of
be
like
great
true
with
I
respect.
used to do long hair, but it was back when I didn't have a facial hair and I was kind of ratty, like ratty teenager.
Yeah.
It'd do better now.
It would look great
but
now. You would rock a man bun, like a half man bun, like half up.
I'd actually, yeah, that's true. I did look okay in a man. I did a man bun just for fun in high school once, and I was like, okay,
no high
I don't,
schooler
I
looks
don't.
good with a man bun.
I actually did look okay. I looked okay. I have the facial features to pull it off because I was
Yeah.
very angular back in my school days because I was really skinny. But now I think I would, yeah, it would look okay.
Do it.
I'm not gonna do it though, just because the
You
social
should.
stigma of man buns.
You would fit right
in
in the
You live in
Northwest.
the wrong place.
I don't want to
Exactly.
fit right into the Northwest.
You
I was
fit
gonna say
right
Midwest would probably feel very weird with a man bun.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey guys, this is my organic garden. Actually, I bet organic
Yeah.
gardens slap out in a place like Kansas.
Yeah, we have
A
one
lot of-
around
yeah.
back. We grow,
Mike-
garden tomatoes and a lot of fucking cilantro, which I hate.
This is
Well,
me
you know.
stereotyping, but I feel like it's like you guys all already have organic gardens. We're already doing organic gardens because that's just what you do in your backyard. But you're like, what's an organic garden? Oh, the thing we've been doing for like 200 years
Oh.
in our
Yeah.
backyard.
Yeah,
mean
garden.
a garden?
Okay.
Oh, garden, yeah. Okay.
Focus, people, focus.
Oh, bring it in.
Hurting cats.
You ADHD motherfuckers.
All of you.
Well, it sucks that this is right. This is
Session.
we're all
Easy.
friends,
I know.
right? So this is our time
I
we all
know.
get to actually talk and catch up to.
Yeah.
Like, squeeze it
Yeah,
in.
It's
One more
hard to pull
comment of
back.
Session last
Yeah.
night, I was like, we just need a bowl of Adderall on the table, guys. Like,
Eat
So-
like
took
candy.
forever to get started.
It took us like 45 minutes to get started.
Maybe I was late, but
We are veering off again.
I know.
Last time on the Cave of Echoes Beyond the Crystal Cave. That's actually the name of it, but you're in the Cave of Echoes. But that's what's behind the Crystal Cave, so it's a little confusing in the title. You continued crawling through it, looking for where's this place called the Internal Garden, following the path of a gentleman named Orlando, the second or third cousin to Ludovico. Ludoviticus.
knows?
Ludoviticus.
Ludovico, holy shit.
No. I'm gonna
Hey!
I'm gonna keep saying Ludo because my brain, DM brain, no work. As your friend Katarina had been taken for singing a forbidden song, ends up it's because the local baroness had forbidden the song because they believed it corrupted her son to leave a noble son, the inheritor, to the house seat. And so you are on the trying to get her free by finding the dude. And the directions pointed to a mythical place called the Eternal Garden. Some of you knew it by reputation or by the story. Other folks like, sorry, I need to actually look at your names. Micah knew it from their family of the Cave of Echoes. Oh, there's a place that perhaps and within the Cave of Echoes, that definitely is not the very beginning of the cave, and you walk past it, that you can ask questions to it and get answers back.
Oops.
I don't know if Lindsay even heard that.
What?
Just so you know, because I think it's fair for you to know, the place to ask questions is literally at the entrance. You don't have to act on that or do it, but there's a chance the campaign's going to go forward and you asking a question about where the bees went, this divination thing that your grandma and family told you about, you've walked past it. I'm giving you that so you can do with that as you wish as the player.
Didn't realize that. I definitely thought you'd like go into the cave.
No, it's fine.
And, like,
You're in the cave, but also there's unfortunately side passages.
so we would have to go back to the entrance to do
Yeah.
that.
Not that crucial, but it is there if you want to engage with that plot point for yourself.
I do.
Mhm.
Get it on the
The
way out.
as you went through, you finished the fight with the poltergeist. I believe you found a magic item on a body. I think Lauren Ishka, what her new character's name
Yeah.
is, has that item. I don't remember what it was. I'll take a look though in case it might be useful for somebody in the meantime with her.
Some
Some
Yeah.
arrows and a
It
It was
knife.
the dagger, right? The
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was a
Arrows.
plus
Plus
one
one
dagger
dagger and-
essentially.
yeah,
Some
Yeah.
arrows, I think.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
and
it
some
was
plus
open.
one arrows. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I kind of want to start doing this. I kind of put it in chat earlier, but the little point for 2024 stuff and expectations with the new DMG, new updated magic items. One cool thing, like again, a lot of it's quality of life. Some things are tweaked to be more fun, but I thought the great example was, in 2014 it was the arrow of slaying or dragon slaying. Now it'll be ammunition of slaying, so therefore you can get a bolt, an arrow, a bullet, stuff we could do naturally, but it'll be baked into the rules, so a little bit easier to adapt. So in my brain, I was like, I should have done plus one bolt or ammunition. I think is a more flexible, fun thing for you guys who can use this kind of thing.
Wasn't the name of the person with the dagger? Is it Madrigal?
Oh yeah, it was a plus one dagger with some like history tied to it, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think that was the name that the history check got.
I think it was inscribed on the dagger.
Oh, or that.
Came up to a mud pit, 2 creatures of mud, as Micah was like, I don't trust those 2 mounds of mud. And what'd you do, firebolt it or something like that? And 2 changed water elementals, they were mud elementals, came out and you fought them. Handled them pretty well as you had fought the Acres, but they were moving 2 feet, 10 feet around, and then there was slows and other movement restrictions, so they pretty much just never moved. And then you did the same thing essentially to the mud elementals, and they barely got to move, but a couple blows in or whatnot. But fight was done, and you started noticing as you went deeper in, there was a stream, but the stream was acting strangely. You had to look closely to realize, or it was noticeable, like, oh, the water's not moving. Like, even though it's down slope, what's going on? And upon closer observation, investigation, it's moving very, very slowly, minusculely slow, and pretty obviously magic. Just around the river bend, around the stream bend in the cave, you came to a waterfall with that same similar effect, also with this beautiful crystals all through the crystal cave, and it was just moving very slowly, also accompanied with this very ethereal music, this kind of magical music in the space. Somebody noticed that the music seemed to affect the waterfall, like it almost like the vibrations of the music would pass through it. Not that it was like, it's not drums or bass or anything, but just this beautiful, like the harp music would, you could see it moving through it. And Thalen, having the musician background, is that what it's called, the musician background?
It's a feat.
Or excuse me, the musician feat.
Let me see. Yeah, it's just musician.
Okay. He can play music. And he had, again, just remembering back to his new mechanics and stuff, during a short rest after the Mud Elementals, he gave a lot of you guys back heroic inspirations. Again, I'm still not doing nat ones because I want to kind of see things as raw as possible to see what might need to be tweaked. That's a good example of me not really needing to do it, because he immediately just was like, here's more heroic inspirations, everyone, on a short rest. So he decided to play some music, see if he could do something. He did another nat one. And above table, Rob, I thought you were going to, I was like, oh, if Rob catches on to us, he'll play music and something positive could happen. There was still going to be a monster, but there was also going to be a positive thing. So you didn't get the positive thing
Tell me
and just
that.
got the monster. I just wanted to make you feel better that the monster would have happened anyway out of game. So as the characters, at least you as Rob, know. Does that make sense? I think that's better than just bad or good. The bad was happening no matter what. It was just worse because you're now one.
So bad happened, But if I hadn't gone in that one, something cool would have happened too. But it's not happening.
Exactly. Or it did not happen. So for those who weren't here, aka Lauren or Megan, with that nat one, the music and the sound reverberated and got very discordant almost as the crystal began to shake, and then they formed essentially a crystal dragon-like creature that the party fought, and it was a tough one. I'm pretty sure what I got to use the breath attack on it twice because of the recharge, which is kind of a rare thing. And then it got it a third time, but you were able to finish it off before the third blast went off because it was doing a lot of damage with that. Megan, so we get to the closing, and I'm pretty sure it was Lindsay, it was Micah. I just went, and I was like, okay, yeah, it's looking really, really, really rough. And I don't remember if I said it. I was just like. And everyone was like, no, because Lauren, as Ludo, had finished off the mud elementals, and I didn't catch it in time. So Ludo's turn came up
I had,
while the
like,
monster.
2 points or something.
It was
like
7.
2
It was
HP.
7
Oh,
HP.
okay.
Yeah, it was still low, right? But Ludo cleaned it off. So that's where a lot of the memes and after reaction came through. We ended
see.
essentially in that moment. That's what the big icon is. I just wanted you to kind of see the art before I kind of just take it away.
Oh wait, sorry, I'm getting logged into Roll20 now.
Oh,
I always
well.
forget to do that.
Now it's gone. Forever.
It's okay.
Mm.
My lips are sealed. I haven't said anything.
It's almost worse.
This is me asking for in character. Did Ludo brag about the mud elementals out of curiosity?
100%.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember him. Something happened where he made like some comment like, "I have to do everything around here, like all these melee fighters," and like, yeah.
Though ironically, last week I don't think any of the actual melee characters are like true frontliners. Though Lindsay's playing the druid as like a frontliner hybrid. The joke is
Yeah.
too everyone's playing stuff and subverting the expectations.
Oh yeah, that's
Our
right.
rangers going around with weapons, or my druid's going around with the battle axe. So I keep on thinking she's a barbarian. The joke is Lauren is playing a spellcaster, so that feels weird.
Yep.
I'm very confused. I keep
The
calling.
upside down.
I
So
picture
fucked up.
Micah as a barbarian in my brain. It's so funny.
Well,
Okay.
'cause
She
her-
looks like a barbarian.
Goliath
And
and a
now-
battle axe, right? Or like an axe.
yeah,
of some sort,
doesn't your battle axe say
Muscled
something
Goliath.
rage on it too?
Mm-hmm.
It's a blood rage. That's
Yeah, the blood. Okay.
It's about as barbarian as you get.
Any questions before I put the ball back in your
Far
court?
since
Give
the
you a
staff of the
fresh
woodland
description in
days.
here.
Great.
All right.
Nope.
So step into the description again. The echoes of the there is no echoes. No, that's right. There was echoes of a stream, but it was almost like it was a magical effect, right? The stream was moving slow, but you heard what sounded like a running stream. So audio versus visual were not synced up essentially. And you then begin to hear the ethereal melody tugging at your heartstrings. Oh yeah. When everyone heard the music, everyone was hit with a pang of nostalgia, and everyone had really great, poignant little just improv moments of a memory that might have surfaced from hearing the nostalgia. I remember Lauren Ishka's character like doing trinkets with her father. Micah, I believe yours was it a mud fight with your siblings, right?
Yeah, we like yeah, something like that. We some kind of like fighting. We were all doing a weed fight. We were pulling weeds, and like someone threw a clump of weeds at someone else, and we just ended up like throwing dirt and mud all over each other.
Ludo
Yeah.
had a little bit.
Dragonlance came and hosed us down.
It didn't have to be necessarily a good nostalgic memory, right? Ludo remembered a childhood friend who one day essentially like disappeared, right? I don't know if you want to add to that context at all. And then Thalen, I don't remember Thalen's off the top of my head.
Galen, it was the first time he took up arms against monster.
Okay. So
And
all
people
that to
really fucked
say,
it up.
no pressure, Branka. But if you want to take a moment and do like something that might have been nostalgic with hearing this music, a memory, you can add it to your character here if you would like.
Yeah, I feel like her like clan that she comes from, um, like did a lot of hunting, as has kind of been alluded to, and she likes to hunt. And maybe had some sort of like annual like ceremonial hunt that when they would bring like at whatever age they kind of brought teenagers into the hunting, like would start them during that ceremonial hunt. And so like she had like used weapons and been taught to use weapons for a long time, but I think like just getting to be a part of
The
that
first one, the one
and
you knew
experience
about, yeah.
that, yeah, like I feel like maybe she only got like a bunny or something, like nothing big, but it felt like the whole world.
I love that you did summarial ceremonial hunts because I think I've mentioned like this is
Sumerian?
technically in Grey Hollow,
Right.
or Hollow, and I've actually done one shots based around like community ceremony hunts and stuff like that. So I really
Mhm.
enjoy that detail for this world because it could be very important. Like I've like it could be important of like if you fail, like things could be bad. Kind of not that it needs to be that, but it could be more than just a this is what we do. It could like actually have an impact on your clan. Like what happens
Yeah.
if we fail the ceremonial hunt? What does that mean for our clan? Um, so I love that. Love it, love it, love it. And then so you all felt that music got played, thing got formed together. And so the waterfall is there before you. Again, was moving very, very slowly. There's the pool there, about 5 foot deep, pretty clear. And it was Micah stuck her head in there. Like there was no bad effects for her doing it. She drank. Where was it, Micah? Right, that drank some of the stream water at one point, and there was this
Got really
brief
slow.
moment when she slowed down, but then it kind of came right back up into it. You did notice someone threw like a piece of crystal out onto the pool, and it didn't sink until it went across it, and then it stopped, and then it kind of like slowly began to sink. So it's almost like if you stand on it, you could slowly sink into this pool of
It's
water.
non-Newtonian.
That word.
That word.
I think that
It's like oobleck.
Yep.
When you mix, yeah, oobleck. I was trying to think of what
Whenever
that's
you
called.
hit it really hard,
Yep.
it's
Yep.
a solid. But if you just put your hand on it and slowly push into it, it's liquidy.
Ludo, what did you do? You remember what you destroyed? Your last was it your sorceress blast? You finished it off with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we end with all of you. Some of you've taken extreme damage, and you watch as that last blast, as chunks of it's already been gone and ripped off, it was crumbling, and Ludoviticus's blast hits him, and just big chunks, small parts, crystals just scatter throughout.
Micah, I
Fuck.
think after that, somewhat like feels a little like that was like a little bit of an anticlimactic ending, so she kind of like slowly lowers her axe, and she's gonna go and I guess she's gonna try her best to like explore the like outside of this room to see if there are any like passages forward or hidden like actually I think she's gonna, instead of exploring, she's going to look carefully and like examine the walls and stuff to like
I'll give you
her
guys this information for free because I
eyes.
think it would have been appropriate for the description. When Thalen did the music, it was affecting the waterfall, and you would have watched as the waterfall seemed like it was beginning to part before that nat one pulls it back in, and then everything went badly. So it seems like the waterfall can be manipulated.
Anybody else have any instruments that's not Thalen?
Yeah, Ludo's like he's standing in the corner, kind of like half hidden behind a rock because he didn't want to get hit, but he like comes out with his hands on his hips. Is there anything that you can interact with that doesn't cause an absolute disaster?
Wait, was it Thalen who also got a wand of secrets? Have we tried that in this room?
I totally forgot about
Wand
the
of
Wand of
The Wand of
Secrets.
Secrets.
I
There's
definitely
a
remember
secret door or
this.
trap
Did we
within
r-
30 feet of you.
I
Oh,
don't
on pulse
remember that.
symbol.
I'll be honest
I
with
don't
you.
remember that
I don't
either.
remember that at all.
We all got like uncommon magic items, didn't we? And we rolled the same one.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I do remember that.
Oh,
I
it was
have
off
one
a
in my
random roll.
inventory.
Yeah. I believe it happened. It's
Yeah.
just funny how I don't remember it. But it makes sense. That was
I
probably
don't
from
remember
like
that
a
either,
random
but we
roll.
had. That's
Yeah,
a
I
pretty
don't
cool
remember
item.
like why we would have gotten them already, but
Was it? I think
Did
it was
we
a
find
surprise.
it?
I think that was the quick reward for the impromptu helping the beavers and the
Mhm.
bridge troll,
oh, okay, yeah.
just to speed it up and just get things
Well,
done.
in that case, she'll wave her wand of secrets and
Mhm.
see, like in the center of the room, so she can get like as much of it as possible.
Yeah, there's definitely as you do it, you just like I like to imagine you kind of you can just do you want how about this? Do you want to describe what it looks like?
No, I think like it kind of like has this like visible wind that circles around it for a second and then like slowly pulses over to like if there is something.
Yeah, so you see the wind like pulling in different directions and then just kind of start pointing in a certain way, like almost tugging, and you turn and
Yeah,
you,
like the
and
wand itself is kind of like pulling towards it.
slight tug, and it's definitely pulling towards the waterfall.
Okay.
Well,
I think Balin's gonna like stare down Ludo for like a solid 4 seconds and just fucking hell, and walk towards the remnant. I don't know what remains of the dragon, but he'd like to look for something like an eye.
Gun roll. I'll no roll for it. You find the remnants of what you would describe as an eye, but it wasn't that clearly defined. It wasn't a statue, right?
Yeah.
It was parts of rock, natural rock. So you would find what looks like the eye socket, like the
Mhm.
semblance of that, and then a piece sticking
That'll
out
do.
like it would have been an eye.
Maybe if somebody made themselves useful, we would be avoiding more disasters. Instead of
talking to
sitting in the
Lou?
back and
Oh yeah, I think so.
No.
okay. I kind of
throwing
figured.
the- I mean, what even was that?
Oh, making myself useful, right? Like how you've been making yourself useful this entire time. I'll pass, thank you.
All right. Let's take
Call
it
it a
down a
disaster. I
notch.
call it fucking progress. Okay.
How about we just everyone take a breath?
Ludo like turns his nose up in the air.
Okay. Now everyone did their best. And how about we just keep looking to see if we can get in this waterfall here?
I can't remember
Alright.
if I've made a previous check, like an Arcana check on this waterfall. I can't remember if it was this room or a different room.
I don't think anyone's done like an Arcana check. Well, no, you did Arcana check on the stream, which pretty much is similar, right? There's
The
some
same thing.
what I would call dungeon magic, right? There's not like a clear like, oh, this specific spells, like it's just, or in this case, fey
Just
magic.
Yeah, the water.
It seems to be slowing it
Magical
down.
properties.
Do you walk out onto the pool water?
He'll kind of wade his shoes in, like not.
Remember, you walk
terribly
on
deep. He doesn't want to.
You walk on top of it,
Yeah.
and then while you're standing, if
I
you're
just-
observing, then you begin going slowly down. So I'm just
Yeah,
I'm
he
painting
doesn't
the
wanna-
picture.
He
for
doesn't
you.
want to get his
No.
boots too wet, but he just just like a couple inches.
Well, it's a 5-foot pool. The longer you're standing there, so like if you want to, I'm asking what you want to do while you're out there, right? Because you go out there and you stop and you stand,
Ooh.
and you're like, you don't just go 3 inches. You're slowly, continuously going
sinking.
down. You can plop out and whatnot. So it's
Okay.
like almost like walking through mud. You're like
Mhm.
occasionally.
Okay, well, he's gonna look to the others, and since I don't necessarily have to breathe, I guess I'll check it out. And he'll kind of wade out further.
You're gonna try and push
And-
through the waterfall.
He's just gonna stand like in a pose as he's like slowly sinking in the water.
So you're gathering information. You're just trying to stick your head through and gather information.
Yeah, he wants to see if there's like anything under the water that can't be seen visibly, like on top of it.
Roll a
There's a
perception
treasure
check.
chest behind the waterfall.
Yeah.
That's the question.
Oh, a what check? Sorry,
Perception check.
perception.
You're an air genasi, right? You're not a water genasi, right?
Air genasi, yeah. They
Air
can
genasi.
hold their breath indefinitely, so they don't have any like swimming or anything.
It was more about like vision here, so it would have been a disadvantage, but 6 not enough either way. So
Well, I'll use.
you don't see anything of note. But go ahead.
Okay. I think I'll use my hero inspiration to see. It's not like super obvious. There's not like a cave, like an underwater cave underneath there.
It's when you stick your head in, it is clear in the pool. So from the pool, like where Micah stuck her head underwater, she sees rocks and the crystals. Most of it's mostly this beautiful crystal, and it kind of runs up to the back of that cave where the waterfalls in front of it. But
Okay.
the effects, right, of the mist, right? There's mist going through the air, so it is opaque from the disruption of the water, like you would see at a normal waterfall. So it's
Okay.
hard to see beyond it, and the water it is more murky.
Okay. Well, I wonder, could Ludo attempt to like hum the tune that they heard earlier in the water?
You can try to hum it and do a performance check like what Thalen did, but since you're not properly playing music, the DC will be
Mhm.
higher.
Okay.
So it'll be a performance check. The DC, I'll just let you know, is 20 for you at this moment.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I'll use my inspiration for that one. It's 20?
DC is
Oh,
20
we've
because
been
you're humming.
failing.
Yeah.
I know, I'm
But
going
wait,
rolling like
humming?
shit.
Can I assist in any way by let me see if I have a instrument. I'm a druid, so I do have proficiency. I have a pan flute.
Oh, I have a pan flute too.
Yeah.
Can
So
I-
if you're proficient with that, roll a charisma check and add your proficiency to it. Yeah, so I'm gonna paint it like this. Ludo sticks his head in, pulls out, and he's still kind of like in the water trying to get, and he tries to hum, and it's pretty bad. not gonna sugarcoat it. It's a pretty bad humming. And I was like, okay. And so then Micah pulls out her pan flute and begins to
And
try to play.
It's actually a 19
Excellent.
because I have my proficiency.
And the DC was
Negative 2.
15 with an instrument. And so you
Yay!
match the ethereal melody, or if you're okay with me saying that, you try to match the flow and the feeling. You saw how the music was moving through the water, so to say. And Ludo, as you kind of back up, you're trying to hum. You then suddenly behind you hear the beautiful pan flute just gently going with it. And you guys watch as part of the waterfall does begin to kind of part and open up. And you do see a passage leading beyond the waterfall into a room that seems to be, it's not a cave, right? It does seem to be shaped by man or humanoid beyond.
Shaped by man or not? Or
Is, yeah, it's not a cave.
oh,
It's
it
not
is.
natural.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. not
Worked
natural, okay.
stone, I think is what I'm looking for.
Interesting. Okay.
There's a
There's a
room.
charming tune there, Ludo.
Oh, like you did it any better.
I can't say
At least
anything.
I played
I'm
a
playing the
fucking
pan flute.
instrument.
Mike,
I
I'm going to
play,
move your
just do it
token
better.
forward to do a reveal. I'm not saying this is where you are, but since you're the one. Oh, you don't have dark vision. That's why. Let me use Kane. Yeah, I'll use Kane.
Ooh.
I think perhaps we should go through the waterfall before it closes.
Like motion with my hand while I'm
Is it
playing.
closing?
She's holding it open
Oh,
with the
no.
music currently.
Oh,
Hold
shit.
it open.
Okay.
Oh,
Mm.
go.
I'm not going first.
Oh my god. move out of
Brunko
the
will
way.
go
you.
first.
Thank you.
Brunko, what you see as you kind of
Oh.
quickly go across the pool of water through the parted waterfall. Behind the waterfall is a room carved into the rock. 2 steps ascend into a mosaic floor depicting birds, flowers, and fruit, which is littered with long collapsed remains of furniture and shards of broken glass. A decorated alcove stands in the far wall opposite the entrance. So that's what you see, Brunka, right? As you are like
Mhm.
about here. It sounds like Ludo, you're coming in behind.
Mhm.
In this case, it sounds like Thalen and then Micah.
Heck, keep me in between you, thank you.
Obviously,
Oh
Kane.
no.
Narratively, Kane and Toodle's with you guys. I'm just not going to waste time
Yeah.
with narrative and description.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Ludo's going in the front.
Can I like to examine the walls and any like art or depictions? Or did you say tapestries?
So
Murals?
so far there's mosaic
Mosaics.
on the floor depicting birds, flower, and fruit, and then also broken furniture, shards of broken glass. But beyond that description, it on the walls near you, you don't see anything of note. But in the alcove, you see the walls, and this is a new word for me, are carved with a triptych. Triptych?
I love triptychs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Triptychs are cool. I would like to examine the triptych, please.
Okay. So it's in the alcove, but from where you're standing, you see a wooden scene depicting forest animals. You see strange creatures with half a body of a humanoid, half the body of a goat, little beings with wings. Colloquially, we know that's a satyr, pixie, sprites, and like this very fey
Fey.
appearance. Yep.
Interesting. Does anybody in this party have like a pretty good knowledge of the Fae?
My family
It depends.
has a lot of superstitions. They're very superstitious.
Okay.
We've lived in this area for a long time, which is, cusping. We live closer to the Fey side of things than the mundane side of things.
Yeah. I think Ludo would only know from his teachings. He doesn't have any personal experience. He just has like book knowledge. But
I mean, I've dealt with them a lot, just naturally with my travels, but
like fighting him and stuff.
fighting them, being tricked by them, like
We
you know,
mostly like leave offerings and like don't draw their attention and try not to fuck up too much.
well, you don't really have to try very hard to draw their attention.
Everyone roll a
You have
You
wisdom
have to try.
check.
Let me phrase it this way: you have to try very hard to not draw their attention.
Oh,
Yeah.
a wisdom check.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom
Me?
check.
Yep. Everyone roll a wisdom check.
Check.
14.
Ooh.
Fuck
19.
me.
17.
Okay. I heard a 17 and 19, and then somebody says
14.
and a
That's okay if I
14.
use physical dice, right?
Yeah, oh, that's 100%.
Okay.
So both Ludo and Brunka, whether or not you have experience with Fey things or Fey knowledge and superstition, the two of you, though, using wisdom as kind of like an instinct, right? A natural, instinct inside of you. This space does feel strange, what we might describe in our own words as Fey. The air feels a little different. Obviously, you are in a place that's already feeling surreal, but there's something, a sixth sense inside of you is saying like, Fey, that feeling of oddness, being close to it.
Hmm.
If anybody wants to roll it, how about this, Brunka and Ludo, at the back of that, go and roll a history check. I'm sorry, it's so many checks back to back, but I think from that would bounce you into a certain direction.
19.
Bad. No.
Excellent. Brunka, from what, again, it's up to you how you think you might know this, but you might be standing on the brink or within a Fey crossing, a space
What I was thinking.
that takes between the boundaries of the Feywild and the world. In this case, it's more going deeper in the Grey Hollow setting, deeper into the Alderald, and where it gets really weird and strange from the normal lands.
You don't think my idiot cousin wandered in here, did he?
Why? What's wrong with this place?
Well, if it has anything to do with the Fae, probably nothing good.
I think we might be at the one of those, how do you say, the crossing. I don't know.
You
I
think this
just
is a
get the feel.
crossing?
Right, is that the right word where you go from one place to the other?
Yes. No. Just
Yeah,
surprised.
one
I
of
never
those.
thought I'd see one.
Sounds made up. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
Perfect. A
Just-
Fae crossing.
I've never seen one, but I remember being told stories of them, and fits the bill,
We
the
should.
coin, whatever the saying is. Do we have paper money? No.
No.
And Grey Hollow
Well, we got
actually no. I'm just
bills.
kidding. There could be paper
Oh,
money
yeah,
if somebody
it's
wants to
not
make that
metal like
claim right
money, is
now.
it?
but-
No, I think it's like bills of like lading or something.
Yeah.
Some shit
Oh,
like that.
oh man, sorry. I already. So I'm actually going to do some definitions of what currency could look like in this setting. So some houses and some currency could be paper because some of the houses had more, and respectfully, like where did the it's not necessarily about counting down trees, but some sort of organic material that might be more renewable, because there was the houses of leaf, right? Well, then there's the other faction, the other half called the houses of stone. So maybe they used precious metals. So maybe I'm just spitballing. I'm not saying this is for sure, but I almost like to imagine there could be some very interesting interpretations of currency between some of the different cultures that are being pushed up against each other here. That's all.
Dollars made out of compressed moss.
You think that this? Okay, I'm gonna go off real quick. Correct me if there's anything I say that you're not okay with, Nate, or
Mhm.
anyone else disagrees with.
Bring it.
But because we missed our chance earlier, Micah's gonna look around a little bit, and are we still? There's the waterfall, right? Like that's behind us. Are we still able to hear like those?
Yeah, so
those
let's say this
notes and
too. Don't
stuff?
forget when you came through, right? You stop playing music, and so the waterfall then closes behind you. Just making sure that's
Yeah,
clear.
the waterfall
Yeah.
closes. Yeah, but it's still like
Mhm.
it's not like a physical door, right? It's like a waterfall.
Yeah, there's 2 steps down, slow moving
Water.
right
Yeah.
there. Yep.
So assuming we're still hearing like this humming sound.
Oh yeah, the
and, like,
music, the
this,
ethereal
like,
music is still gently
music,
playing.
ethereal music, and the slow water and stuff. She's gonna kind of turn around. She said, "Do you think that this is where we can ask our questions?"
Questions?
Yes, the Cave of Echoes. You can ask a question, any question, and it will be answered.
Oh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I don't really have a question I need to ask. Can like one person ask my question for me?
I think the way my grandmother said is you can only have one question per person, so make sure it's an important question.
Make it feel more natural for you too, since we improv so much of that sequence. I do like to imagine your grandma gave you a lot of advice, and it's like you don't pass through the cave to get to it; it's within the cave. So you on the
Mhm.
brink of the Fey Crossing would, from what your grandma said, like, I think we missed it, just to give you some consistency there.
Oh, you think we missed it? I was trying to like finagle it, so like, oh yeah, it definitely happens right here.
Oh,
that's what I was doing.
So, yes, no, I'm fine with that. The
'Cause otherwise it's
strange,
like
the Cave of
Yeah.
Echoes is dangerous, right? I really like this detail for it. So it's up to you guys if you feel things feels natural. But as you're in here and as you begin talking about it and discussing the Fae, the sound in here is amplified. So as you make loud noises, when you guys were in here collectively speaking about the Fae and stuff, it got very, 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 very loud. And there would have been another Constitution saving throw to not be damaged in your ears from how loud it gets. So you all instinctively go through that moment. But so now you're all whispering very quietly in this space. So yes, you can totally have it in here. But now there's this extra effect of if you talk too loud
Yeah.
in here, it kind of goes strange. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just scream and damage everybody if you
Yeah, I
wanted
know. I
to.
was just thinking
It's
the villain
funny
in me.
because I was gonna fuck with Ludo and like
Guys.
pretend and scream like I it's scary. So I'm glad I didn't do that.
So Micah being like very serious about this whole thing and, livelihood of her family and all that, is gonna kind of like approach the waterfall like what the sheets are running down. Like
And I like to imagine as you're approaching it and you're like starting to really feel the space and like, is this the spot? And as you, someone who's very connected to the land, tries to feel more connected to the environment around you, you begin to hear like almost coming from the waterfall, whispers, soft whispers coming through it, very soft, not very, you know, you have to listen very, very closely to even hear potentially anything, but just these undefined whispers are now an extra layer of texture to the music. So yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm adding that for you.
No, you're
Good
good.
feeling.
So what she's gonna do is she's thought really carefully about the wording of her question. She'd kind of thought about, okay, what's happening to the bees? Like, why are the bees leaving? But like, she went through a bunch of them. Eventually, decided to say, how can my family and I help save the bees?
And so, up to you if you think your guys' characters hear Micah, because she's going to have to whisper it
Whispering
into the
this into
waterfall.
yeah.
If you want to roll perception to know what she's asking, it's up to you. And so you hear,
At least Thalen would know at least because they had that little interaction with the bee thing.
and so
Yeah.
then the whisper
hear
goes
the
into the
soothing.
water, and you almost feel like the worms are caught into the slow water. And from it, you do hear like on the edge of the music, to help the bees, you must help them win the war. Sorry, it does say gives cryptic answers, but
I know.
The bee war?
The bee
fucking
war.
war.
What is
fuck.
with the animals in this place?
It's the fucking Feywild or Grey
Oh my
Hollow,
god,
motherfucker.
they're beefing.
They can probably talk.
God.
She's gonna kind of like her shoulders are gonna like slump a little bit. She's feels disappointed in herself for not asking it, for like not having a better question that would have gotten her like better information. That's just how she would interpret that, like she'd be like, I missed my chance. She's gonna, and she's gonna just be turning the words over and over in her head, thinking, bee war, the bee war.
I really
war
don't
of
have any-
roll a
bees."
nature
Like,
check. Roll a nature check though, because I think that, or a history check. I think that would bounce. Again, like earlier, like, oh, that's a clue. But does that jog anything potentially? It is obscure, but
19.
The fucking
19.
bee war? The historical bee wars?
bees have. Hopefully, I'm not talking on my
100
ass.
Bees War.
Bees,
Oh my
Micah, as a beekeeper with your family,
Mhm.
have a natural enemy in hornets. But there are sometimes there's more serious threats that will take the bee or bring the bees will go marching against a threat. And with the 19, there have been stories of bees gathering regionally to put down a very, very dangerous threat. The name of this threat has kind of been lost. It's been kind of described in different stories and such. But normally, it's essentially what it boils down to. The description of the stories is an evil species of insect like a hornet that comes. I'm like, my brain just you just made my brain.
I'm sorry. I was thinking of the movie Ants. I was thinking of the movie
Yeah,
Ants, where
Ants
the
Life,
evil
the
grasshoppers.
That's
Yeah,
Bug's Life.
the-
Get it right.
I'm
Don't you compare
Wait,
Bug's Life.
Ants.
No, it's Bug's
Mm-mm.
Life. Don't.
Ants, I think they
Ants.
don't. Isn't it termites and ants? Like,
Yeah, don't get
anyways,
twisted.
anyways.
No, who's
my
the bad guy in
God.
Ants?
What about the bee movie though, guys?
Anyway,
Sorry.
This is
An
CGI.
There's
Smash
evil
next question.
moment.
things
Hush.
can be corrupted by nature in what we might describe as evil, but it depends on Micah's interpretation of something that is just naturally being what it is and
Right.
threatening on the territory of the bees. But if all the bees are going after something and coming out of the Alderald, the deeper, darker places of Alderald, it's probably worth the attention of everyone in the region. A bad portent.
Okay. That's helpful. Yeah. So, Micah kind of like crouches down, like doodles with like a stick on the ground for like a while. It's like just like mumbling about like bees and hornets and
Need any
Yeah.
clarification? Because I
Wars.
don't. I've got nothing to ask. So
she's
if you need
mumbling to herself
clarification-
for the next
No?
10
Okay.
minutes.
Oh,
Yeah, y'all were right.
You just hear like the bees are going to work.
I just don't know why the fucking movie about ants is called A Bug's Life and not Ants. That's
No, because there's a bunch of bugs in it. A troop.
'Cause there's
It's one of my
lots of other
favorite
bugs, too.
movies. It's one of the best stories. If you wanted to
Lots of
ever
bugs.
analyze
I liked
how
Ants growing
a
up.
good story structure is, Bugs
Okay,
Life
but
is
there,
excellent.
wait, so there is actually a movie called Ants.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
That one had
but it's
Jerry
also with a
Seinfeld.
Z.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Jerry
Okay,
Seinfeld,
I
I
thought
think.
you both just thought a Bug's Life was called
No,
Ants.
no, there's a movie called
wait, what the
Ants.
hell? They were
No.
released in the same year.
Yeah, they definitely came out in
It's
similar
like-
timelines.
But the CGI on
This
Ants
was
was
also
Are you-
Shark
The
Terror,
CGI
really,
on
like
Ants was so bad.
anthropomorphic
Ants was a little bit more
year.
serial, while Pixar was Pixar, right?
yeah.
Oh, you all look like
Yeah,
little
you can tell
ants
it
from
was
up
Pixar.
here.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's one of my
Yeah.
favorite movies growing
This
up.
is
Wait,
this
what's
is
the
General this is General Mandible, the bad guy from
What's
Ants.
the one fucking bug movie where the kid gets like shrunk?
Honey, I Shrunk the
You
Kids.
remember
Honey, I
that
Shrunk
one?
the Kids.
No,
And
it's
they
a fucking
go-
animated movie about bugs.
I don't know. Moving on. All right, there's a bee war.
Beware. Woody Allen?
Heimlich. Sorry. Heimlich.
Is
What?
Woody
was
Allen in there?
Okay,
caterpillar.
Sorry.
okay, I
It's
need to
fucking-
stop. All right, back to. I do have a question for the.
About Bug's Life or the
No,
bees?
no, no, for the Fae. Unless like she would like wait to see if Micah like wanted any help with asking her question.
What?
She would wait to see like
Sorry, I was looking up Heimlich's quotes from A Bug's Life.
I love Micah's like, what?
I'm telling you, please don't open that can of worms for me. I will. Bugs Life really is one of my favorite movies. I will quote every line from that movie for the rest of the night.
Cool hits.
Was it? Hey, don't go in the light. I can't help it. It's a.
It's a
the little.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, the little roly-poly bugs.
roly-
They were funny.
Sorry. So Bronca
ADHD
was before
strong.
she went to
know,
go
so bad.
ask a question
Yeah.
herself.
I think
Kind of
she
looked
would,
at
like,
Micah.
put a
Yeah.
hand on. You said Micah's like kind of like
She's like squatting, like doodling
Squat.
in like on the ground, like mumbling to
Okay.
herself about like bees and hornets and wars.
yeah. I think she would put a hand on your shoulder.
Huh?
Do you
What?
have another question I could ask for you?
I don't know if it works like that. I mean, my grandmother said that everyone gets one question. I would like to ask another, but I'm worried that if we try and trick what is pretty clearly fey magic, I'm worried about. I've always told not to try and out trick a fey.
But what if it is not a trick? What if I would like to know the answer too for my new friend?
Oh. Well, you could always. I mean, I think I remember I've heard stories about some new threat, something like a hornet or like an insect, but not quite, something bigger and worse, that people have seen bees congregating to fight. But I don't know what it's called, and I don't know where it is. And I don't know how to. If I knew those things, I think we could help better. Either what the
Um,
bee is fighting with, or where they're coming from, right? Like where the bees' enemies are coming from, or how can we stop the enemies of the bees, or something like that, you know?
10-4. Um,
We could always put up resistance flyers for the bees around town.
We need you.
We need you.
The queen. It's like pictures of a queen bee.
Only you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
help.
The bee army
Help
wants
Queen
you.
Bee.
Brunko would ask her question in Goblin to make it more her question, I guess.
Okay.
So she'd ask, Où... Yeah, I did have to translate this. Où peut-on trouver les ennemis des abeilles? Which means, where can we find the enemies of the bees?
Ooh. Fancy French.
Google Translate.
Are
Mhm,
you Google
mhm.
translating your answer, Nate?
No, I'm improving and cryptic is fun.
I have both Lindsay, who's a divination wizard, and Grung Monk, who has a fortune teller background. So I'm giving a lot of cryptic.
Very
It's really,
cryptic. Very
fun.
like.
I have fun with
I
this.
have broad strokes of the ideas behind when she's like, "Where did the bees go?" My first thing was like, "The bees went to war." I'm like, "Ooh, that's fun mystery." So like, we're like,
Yeah.
I'm also improvising, pushing back with stuff here. So let me give this a good shot here as you it responds back in Goblin. Follow the river that never sleeps, past the tree with no name, and upon the shores of the crystal lake, you will find your answer.
Okay. That's pretty. I mean, there's lots of directions there. That's great.
Seems simple enough to me.
Now, do you know where the tree of what tree does not have a name, and a river that never ends?
River that never sleeps,
I thought
tree with no
that
name. I'm having to write this
most
down.
trees
then-
have no name, but maybe
You
I
don't
am
name your
mistaken.
trees?
No,
Oh.
don't have trees. Just kind of
You
move
don't have any
around.
trees?
No, I see
Oh.
them a lot.
If you make a friend that's a tree, do you name that friend?
I have never made a friend that is a tree.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Can you
She looks
make
genuinely
friends with
sad for you.
trees? That sounds
Of
fun.
course.
Would you help me make a friend that is a tree?
Of course.
Oh, her eyes get really big. She's like, "Huh,
First thing we
okay."
leave this cave, we'll meet a nice looking tree.
I can't wait.
Yeah. the
Oh,
only-
you don't want to meet any of those oak types. They're all really arrogant. I think that they're the best.
You mean like Ludo?
Yes.
What
I don't know. Lugal.
the hell
Ludo-
did you just say?
Lugo.
I forgot we're supposed to
Lugo.
go Lugo.
You gonna punch? You gonna punch somebody?
Ludi. Ludo. Ludo seems a little bit more like a willow, like really vain, likes to show off, but like you can snap it
His
really
hair
easily.
is currently just like floating like a cloud behind him.
Willow is the crest of his household.
Are you
Mhm.
serious? I
Mhm.
Yeah.
did not. I actually pulled that right out of my ass.
Yep.
Yeah. That's one I
Look,
chose.
it fits. It really fits.
We can just talk.
Mhm.
How Scalus
Talk to
Scalus is like a
trees.
play on Willow, I think, in Italian.
The only trees I ever met were the ones that fucking come to life and beat the shit out of you. And those weren't
Oh,
very nice.
You got to
Are
be
they
really
ants?
careful of those ones.
How the?
Oh yes, I have met those.
Yeah,
Nasty
they're not
bastards.
nice.
Those ones aren't good friends.
Fucking don't know what I did to them.
Well, it's like, you can make friends with like a wolf, but you don't want to make friends with like a diseased undead wolf, right? Like it's kind of they're not the same.
I don't trust trees.
Oh.
I think that's actually a
that's
fair
why that
thing
was the
for a
sad thing.
ranger that works in and around the Elder would have, right? There definitely would be the dark, creepy forest where it's the old forest and the Lord of the Rings. It's like the trees don't like me, kind of vibes for sure.
Back still fucking tweaked. One hit me straight on the top of the head. Can't sit straight.
Oh my god.
What is Lindsay doing?
Unplugging.
My computer.
Plugging in.
Right. Well, have you all asked all your questions?
I don't.
You hear a whisper come back from the waterfall. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, ew, ew.
That was your question that you just asked, by the way.
No, no. No.
Monkeys-
Thank you, Rob.
the
That was
monkeys
a joke.
finger curls.
Aylin, are you sure you don't have a question? Nothing? Not like, how do I get my job to not fire me?
I know that. I know the answer to that is the
How
problem.
do I do better
all-
at my job?
What's your job, Ludo?
Preying on the weak and the innocent and poor.
You that wine glass
I'm still. I'm not fully convinced that you're not all of those things. Except in. Wait, did you say innocent? Because you're definitely not that. Weak and
I
poor,
know,
though. You
that's
might.
why I
be.
prey on
pull
them.
off, yeah.
I don't really. The problem is all the problems that I have, I kind of know the answer to. So I don't really need to ask the mysterious water a question.
Okay.
Ludo
mean,
kind
if
of
somebody
walks
has-
over. Yeah, he kind of walks over it once he sees everybody's done, and he like goes up to the waterfall, kind of like leans close to it and whispers. Like he doesn't want anybody to hear this, so he's gonna whisper. Just for future reference, Nate, this is the name of his childhood friend who went missing. Where did Sable go?
You're on
Muted. Mute.
Was that Sable, Sable that I heard?
Yes, yeah.
Where did Sable go?
Yeah, I'm rolling a perception check on this.
I feel like you probably wouldn't have until you saw Ludo probably go like this, like lean or cup their mouth.
He's like, yeah, he was really trying to keep it quiet.
Rolled not high.
Ludo,
enough,
go ahead and roll a
actually.
deception. What's a good whisper roll?
13.
Deception, right?
Oh. Yeah. Trying to mask it.
Deception.
17.
Damn. Quiet
The
mask.
waterfall goes, 1 second, I'm eating a cookie.
I have very soft lips.
Your friend is eating a cookie right now.
I don't care. Stop eating it and answer my question.
And did you phrase where's Sable right now, or did you say where did Sable go? I apologize.
Where did Sable go? I think he was referring to like what happened that
Mhm.
day.
that day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I love spurring this on you.
No, you guys know I love and I'm really enjoying this experiment with you guys being able to feel like I don't need to prep it. Let you guys punch me with some pretty cool thoughts, and then we'll
Yeah.
see where we end up with it. I'm
And
loving
just, like,
it.
all figure it out together. All
Mhm.
improv this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Where did Sable go that day? He was lost. Then
Wow.
he was returned. He has been on a long journey since that day.
I gotta write this down. He was lost and then he returned.
And he returned without his name.
God, it's not me, is it?
That would be such a twist.
Hmm.
And And then he came back without his name.
Mhm.
Okay.
Lost, went on a long journey, returned without his name. I think was kind of the crux of it.
Yeah.
Also,
And
his
when you say-
address is 321
perfect.
Maple
Wait,
Street.
hold on one second. Let me write this down.
It's
No, God. What's the rest of it? So yeah, he was lost and returned, went on a long journey, came back without his name. When he said came back here, I assume? To Grey Hollow?
Should have been more specific.
Yeah, I know.
When you're dealing with the Fae, it's always a monkey's
He kind of
Always a
straightens
monkey's paw.
himself up and
curls.
straightens his clothes and then steps back, nods to the others. Right. Anything else in this room?
I mean, other than the
Um,
fake crossing, you mean?
Should like
Oh,
I could ask about like our mission, I guess.
You could
or
ask
what we're
where
doing.
the Albert went.
What
Or
should I ask?
how to get through the crossing here.
Or maybe where
Well,
where did what's his name? It's not Albert, is it?
Orlando.
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 Same thing.
Orlando is a
Where did
very
he
is
go?
a fun choice for it. I love it.
Where did he go from here? From this room?
If he even
Where
came
did your
to this
s-
room.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I was about to say your spell that you had that dropped earlier. Like, was it pointing like here, or was it go
It was
somewhere
pointing
else?
this direction. It was pointing east. It's hard to tell exactly where.
I mean, I didn't. Unless we missed another wing of the cave. This is
Oh. There was one big split at the beginning. We could have gone the wrong direction, but we never know.
oh shit. But he wasn't that.
So
He
maybe
didn't
it's
go
worth
that way.
asking.
Well, wait a minute. If we detected him, doesn't that mean he's still like here and not wherever the fuck this would take us? Or what did we detect? I totally
Well-
forgot.
Like
Don't
his
overthink
general
it.
location, right?
Don't overthink
don't
it.
Yeah.
overthink. It's he came here.
You're not
and
wrong,
we should
Rob,
go-
but Fey
We
magic.
should go through the fake crossing.
Fey magic. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm being too pragmatic. It's magic.
To be fair, you are playing your character pragmatic, so I think that's really appropriate, but above table mechanically. Don't get too caught up on it.
Okay.
Right.
I definitely bent
Does
it.
Does anybody know about how to cross bay crossings?
Bronca, from your previous check, which was pretty high on the subject, you literally, most of the time, it's nothing very elaborate. Most Fey crossings,
Just walk through.
usually just walk through, and half the time it's just like, oops, I just walked into the Fey. Like, usually it's very innocuous and unintentional.
Like a random
uh,
archway in the forest that you go through, and suddenly you're
Mhm.
everything topsy turvy.
People go to the
it's
bathroom
actually
at that
four
local
seconds
tavern in Grey
first.
Hall, and they never come back.
Oh.
The toilet takes.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
And you said there's like this little alcove here on the right side of the room.
Correct.
To be honest, I think she'd just like start to walk towards it and turn
Well,
around and
well,
look at the group, shrug her shoulders, and like walk in that space, see what
I was
happens.
just-
As soon as she walks in, she's just gone. No magical effect,
Okay,
nothing.
I
Bronca's
was still
just
gonna
gone.
ask a question.
You have time. She's
No,
fine.
Yeah,
You're
but
gone.
it's the fucking Feywild, and now maybe it's like a time thing where if we're not all going through together, we get fucking time separated. Maybe it's like fucking every second is like a year. You
I'm
don't know.
just gonna say Bronca's gone.
God. Okay, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna go towards the water, just sort of like awkwardly lean in. What the fuck am I asking again? I would like to know. Somebody help me.
Where he is, where Orlando is.
The rest of you just watch one of your companions walk through and disappear. I'm
You know what?
Wait, you
This water.
you walked through?
Bronca just walked into the alcove that you examined from a distance and just disappeared in front of everyone's eyes.
Oh. I
You know what? Yeah.
Just ask it now.
Ah, fuck it. I don't need this. I don't need it.
You say,
I thought
fuck it,
so.
fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, and starts pushing it, and you go like,
Get it.
Sounded like a
Around.
rave.
it starts raving in there, but it's very loud and pounding on your heads.
I run into the to the portal.
If you asked it, I was going to tell you beyond the crystal cave. just so
Yeah,
you know.
I figured. It's what.
You all step into the alcove,
Guys,
one
think
by
I have
one
an
by
idea
one.
for the name of this adventure that we're having.
What's
It's
that?
crazy.
Hear it?
Beyond
Mm-hmm.
the crystal tunnel.
Wow.
Is that your song you're going to write to commemorate if you survive this?
Oh yeah, if we survive. Sure.
1 second. Mhm. Try this one for now. No. Sorry, I gotta get the right music, and I forgot to cue this one up, so I apologize. You all step through and immediately just feel like a magical feeling. Like Brunka, you would have been first. You would have been experiencing this first. So you step through and you just feel like a pressure on your body for briefly, and like a flash of magic in your eyes. And then when the flash is done, you're instantly gone. There was no like pool or anything. You just crossed through. And the first thing you see is all your friends. As even though you all staggered in, you all appear together in a new space. A ring of toadstools, 20 feet across, stands in the center of a forest clearing. Bright green grass and colorful wildflowers blanket the ground. The toadstools range from size of a finger to as large as a chair. 5 figures sit on the largest toadstools. All are diminutive, no more than 3 feet tall, wearing dapper red clothing with gleaming buttons and buckles. Each wears a different style hat and looks at you all and regards you with delighted anticipation. Oh, everyone look! Hey, hello! Hi! Welcome! I told you, hello! Wait 1 moment as I get the map turned over for you all. Hi! And they all come down. Hello! Welcome to the Eternal Garden! Hi!
What
Totally
did these
gonna
people
turn
look
us
like?
into pod people.
They, above table, they're little leprechauns.
Oh,
Hi!
I thought it was the mushrooms that were talking. It was
Oh no,
freaking me
no,
out.
we're up here up top. Hello, hi.
Oh,
Here's a
good.
big map of the area, real quick. Just take a little peeky
I'm
poo.
so excited.
Uh huh. Beautiful map, and then I'll bring you into a little more focus so you can kind of get a feel for it all. Oh, I forgot to put your stuff on there. 1 moment. Hi, hi everyone, and all of
Micah
them are coming towards you.
zooms up
Yeah.
to the
Oh
leprechauns.
my god.
Yes,
Kneels
Oh,
down. Micah, by
God.
the way, huge, probably bloody.
they were running
gross.
up to you too, right? So you run towards
He
them, but they're
meets
like,
them in the middle. Is
Mhm.
so excited. Oh wow! Look at you! Aren't you just the sweetest little thing?
Hi.
Ludo gets behind Thalen. Oh god. God, more little things.
they're like dancing around you. Micah's like, hello! Oh my goodness, you're so big and we're so small. Would you just look at that? Hi. And then the one's talking to you, this
I
one
like-
here, like kind of closer. And then like one of them comes over. He's just like, hello, hi. Oh wow, wow. You guys look like you went through a lot. Oh man. Oh hi. Oh, and he just like leaves your way, past you, and they're all like the other ones are kind of like dancing and singing like we have visitors, yay!
They
I
bust out into
the one
song
who-
and dance. I'm out of here.
They 100% bust out in the song. Like, you can sing, you can dance, we're so jolly and stuff.
Yeah, you gotta make it strong, please.
Trying to be like the dolls in Shrek.
Yeah, basically.
That's actually, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, 100%.
The one that comes closest to me and like is like, oh, you're so big. I was like, and you're so small. Can I please pick you up?
Sure, yeah.
I pick him
Careful.
up and I toss him in
Whoa!
the air and catch
Oh, wait,
him.
you did say pick me up and you just throw him. He's like, ah!
Dude.
he like hits the ground, like kind of rolls through the grass.
I toss him in the air like you would a baby.
Oh, like a
toss
baby.
them,
Okay.
catch them.
No,
Wow!
toss babies in the air.
Hurl him like a football.
It's like, he just kind of does like a weird little laugh.
Catching it. Like,
Me next! Me next!
and spend however long they want just tossing each of them up. And, like,
Dude,
Rob, do you remember what I told you? I was like, oh, you're going to hate the NPCs we meet.
Yeah. This is not my vibe.
Wow. So
Because, like,
where are you all from?
gentle giant
Perfect.
TM.
Hi. And then one of those seems to be Venom and kind of walks. I was like, where are you all from? Hi. Hi.
No, that one's creepy. That one sounds like salad fingers.
I can't do like a squeaky like ladies leprechaun voice. So this is the best I got.
Spoons.
She walks up to Ludo. She's like, aren't you just the handsomest man? You're not a man. What are you?
Oh no,
That
no,
is
thank you.
Madam
I politely
whatever.
decline.
Like she like tries to tuck on your pants while you're like on your pants, like trying to get your attention. Sorry, Mike, I didn't want to steer away from you, but what was up? What were you doing?
No, I was just saying that's your like Madam whatever voice also. The one from
Which one was it?
the
Madam?
one that we just
The
encountered.
salad fingers.
No, the one that we just encountered in the who sent us in the main campaign. Who sent us to
Oh, Mad
That-
Maggie.
Mad
Maggie.
Maggie.
Right?
Hey, little Jeffy
Wow, I don't know
children.
how I remember that.
She's a little bit more, a little nasally. But she's this little leprechaun is close because I have a hard time. I can do hey, but I can't do hey. Maybe this
No,
is
you have to do
it.
it. You have to do an
It just comes out
Irish
little guy. I am not doing an Irish. Sorry.
Go
ahead.
Anyways,
Sorry.
they are like hey, hey, ho, and they all start doing like a little coordinated dance to it. They're like la 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 la, come to the garden.
We gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
Wait.
No, once I agree
was
with you.
calling Ludo handsome, and she'd be like, "Don't let him fool you. He likes a good height difference."
Oh my god. He knew his good looks were gonna get him in trouble one day.
And
Today's
he's
the day.
single.
Ooh.
Single.
Oh god.
Oh, you really? Oh, so what y'all doing here?
I'm just imagining her with like salad fingers coming up to me.
I have to tell you guys, I always tell you, like, especially anticipating when I'm like getting into my brain space for like our sessions and stuff. If there's a porn NPCs, I'll be like when I was doing Sharon, I was literally like shuffling around the house doing his voice. When like Misha's in here, I 100% have been going around the house today, like like kind of like dancing around, singing to myself in that voice, and I made myself laugh so many times. I'm like, if this was on camera, this would be beautiful. Like Misha would think I was a madman.
I mean,
Anyways,
You do what you gotta do.
so we are here. We're here looking for a friend who might have come through a little bit ago.
ooh, a
I wish I
friend!
turned a
You're
little-
here on a mystery. And who is the name of your friend?
Well, could you describe him maybe? And she's gonna turn to Ludo. She does know enough that she hasn't shared her name. She isn't calling anyone else by their name. But she turns to Ludo's like, could you describe your cousin?
Yeah, he kind of like looks at her like, and he's dodging this like little gremlin that is trying to like grab onto his pants. He's like using Thalen's body to like shield himself.
Oh, stop playing so hard to
You-
get. It'll be all right. Don't you worry.
I swear to God, I'm gonna cast levitate on myself.
I like him with a little
We're not
spice.
going fucking anywhere. You know?
Yeah, so he like shouts out the description as he's like trying to dodge this little leprechaun that's chasing after him. Like he gives him the description of what he looked like when he was a kid, because that was like the last that
Oh,
he saw. So
we don't
yeah.
know what he looks like now.
right, yeah. And it's mostly
Some
it
kind of
entails
flyers?
him being like snot-nosed little rat, like, you know, dark hair, scrawny frame. Yeah, it's
Roll
like not-
persuasion or a history check as you try and describe a person in accurate details? One of those, I
Great.
guess.
While I'm trying to dodge a leprechaun. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a solid 15.
I'll be honest with you, my friend. That can be a lot of different people. A lot of you humans that all look alike, to be fair.
Do a lot of
Wow.
humans come through here?
Well, look at all y'all.
So,
Did
but
a
did
lot of humans
somebody
come through here
before
recently,
us?
other than us?
He would be dressed like me, like very finely dressed and hold himself a certain type of way.
Oh. And how do you hold yourself, sir? Look at you.
Well, currently I'm trying to hold
hey.
myself away from your leprechaun. He's like
Dodge the
trying to like
question.
dodge her.
I apologize, my good friends. I'm not trying to dodge. We have people coming in occasionally. And by your description, I unfortunately don't know who you're talking about.
Insight check.
Roll an
All the
insight check.
way. I don't trust these people. We're gonna be turning to fucking pod
They're short, they're
people.
jolly. I don't trust him.
This is literally the
Too
antithesis
happy.
characters
Those
for
are
They're
Rob.
too happy for me.
11.
I don't trust him.
11.
Micah trusts them implicitly.
Hard
Yeah,
to read.
This is a
Hard
You-
to read. What?
You take them as
Actually,
you
no.
would.
Actually, Micah, that's not fair. Micah is
Yeah,
very
you-
kind.
yeah.
But she's not stupid,
Fuck.
and these are fake creatures. And she knows not to take anything they say at face value. So could I
Yeah.
also make an insight check?
Sure thing.
We're becoming pod people by the end
Could
of this.
Brunko, while this is happening, be making? I don't think she's like necessarily. Yeah, I think she's kind of on the same page as Micah. Not like, oh, they're like evil, but like is like something could be fishy here.
Anybody
And
wants
she
to roll
wants
insight?
look
Yeah.
around.
Okay.
No, not insight. Look around with a perception check to see if there's anything of note.
I'll do this with this. Don't worry about a perception check. You kind of glance around, and everything's very immediate. There's no hidden danger or anything in this
Okay.
scene for you to find, or hidden eyes or anything like that.
Okay, and I'll roll an insight check in that case.
Just besides, like, again, I don't think you need a perception check for this. You definitely feel different, right? In this space, the trees feel a little bit different. Maybe Thalen's having a little bit of flashbacks. So when trees were feeling a little bit more alive, like
Oh, fuck.
they're not looming, they're not scary looking, but this is a place where everything just feels a little different, a little off. Will the trees get up and start walking? Like that, the impression is kind of there. 18. You get the impression that he is lying, that he does recognize it, but he's still just trying to needle you guys for more information. Because you are strangers in this place.
And so, sorry, what he said was that they don't know who we're talking about, and that's
Based on the description.
Based on the description, that's the thing I get a sense that he's lying about.
Can I describe the coat of arms that I do know I can describe very well? That he would have been wearing, the willow.
You can. Before we get to that, I'm going to let Bronca, if Megan wants to react to the information, because Bronca knows he lied, right? So Bronca might be able to do like a
Oh, sorry.
change tact on that, yeah, if she wants.
Let me ask this a different way.
Mhm.
Where did you see this man?
Roll a persuasion or intimidation check as you're kind of like, it sounds like you're trying to tell him, like, I know you are lying.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dang, 10.
I'm sorry, my friends. I can't tell you where exactly we saw him. Oh, I mean, we never saw him. Don't we? No. No. Well, I don't think we've ever read anyone by that description.
Little
My
motherfucker.
friends, I
seems
think our
suspicious.
business is concluded here. I don't think these folks are going to be of much help.
Wait a second. Wait. What are you
Oh, no,
doing?
if we don't do anything, we will be on our way.
No.
Don't worry about it.
You came into our garden. What are you doing here? You're asking questions. You're strangers.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
Well,
we just told you we are looking for a person, and you don't have the answers about where this person is, so we are going to find
Okay.
them.
Okay, why are you looking for this person that's so tall and olive skinned with last time you saw him as a child he had runny nose?
olive skin.
I don't know, man. You're the
I
weird
don't
one in your
understand.
family. That's Nate talking to you, Ludovico. I'm just making shit up.
Shut your little, what are you again? Leprechaun mouth.
How'd you know we're a leprechaun?
Well, it's
Because
kind
I've studied.
Ooh, learned, man. No, but why are you looking for this person of in
Because they're
with specific description?
they're
Because
lost
he's
and they
my
need help
fool
getting
of a
home.
cousin, that's why. He's family, and I'm looking for him.
He's lost, you say, and they all kind of like giggle,
Oh,
like,
Mm-hmm.
and you're looking for him, and you're here with blood all over yourselves. Well, except for you, you look all prim and proper. But the rest of you, like,
This is
they kind of look at Thalen. One of them's like, "You look
yeah,
like
this
you've
is
been
all-
on
this
hard
is my
times."
blood. This is
Oh.
nobody else's blood. This is all mine. Sorry.
Is that mud or poo?
It's definitely poop.
I'm not forcing that on you that you have muddied this. It's up to you if you want that to be like, again, I'm not trying to Caleb Widowgast you, but you do describe your character as a little
Well,
run down. So I want
Wait, what do you mean by
To be
Caleb
f-
Widowgast? Him.
famously
Oh.
in the first campaign too, like
The
when they
Dirt Wizard.
very first introduced his characters, like I think his intent was, hey, like he's on the run from people, so he looks disheveled and he's dirty. He
Like
describes
how-
himself as
Oh, and
dirty.
they turned him into like a stinky.
Yeah, and so then Laura Bailey is like, you stink, right after Rib, and so he's like, oh, now I'm a stinky wizard. Yeah, it was like sometimes, and he'll say that occasionally, like sometimes your friends will just say things and it becomes canon, you know. So I'm not trying to do that to Thalen. If
No,
not saying-
it was. There was this mud and these couple like elemental things, and there was a corpse or two, and they were rotting, and that's probably what it is. Okay, but we didn't kill him.
I don't think we actually have killed any people at all.
No, yeah, well, not recently.
I think you're,
I mean, like
you're
slime.
you fought
the
things, right? So I
survival-
feel like Micah is telling the
Yeah.
truth, right?
I know,
Like
we
in
didn't
her
kill
mind,
anybody.
right? Yeah, from her, like,
No,
yeah,
I
we
mean,
didn't kill
cool,
anybody.
That was Thalen being like, well, you might not have killed anyone recently.
Hmm.
Not
Mm.
helping.
The one, this one Darby who seems to kind of be like the little ringleader, kind of turns to his friend. He's like, the river over yonder appearing has 5 bridges of which you're hearing. The problem we set is how do you get across each and return to this clearing? And they all kind of laugh and giggle. So you came to here looking for your friend covered in monster ichor and mud and looking rough. And then one of them, trying to get her voice and like lock it down. She like, Ludo, you look down, Ludovicus, and you like, she's like back, like leaning, and she's like, I think this one might be a noble. He's all clean. He smells nice.
Unhand me.
Maybe the person you're looking from is our friend. You ever thought about that? Do you think they even want to be found?
Then let us hear it from their own words and not yours.
So what are you going to do when you find them?
Make sure that he's all right. My aunt is just losing her damn's mind in Grey Hollow. Do you have Never mind. We need to find
Did your
him.
mom worry about you if you disappeared?
Oh, probably not.
Wait, are you asking me if my mother would care if I disappeared? My mother would laugh and say, good riddance.
Oh.
To be
This is
sorry.
really sad.
That
Do you
is
have
very
anybody
sad.
who would care if you disappeared? Your friends here?
Like, it would be kind of funny if you disappeared.
What
We
if
are
it was
getting
you?
nothing out of these people.
She's gonna look at each of them in turn. What if you disappeared? Wouldn't you want someone to miss you and come looking for you?
What if you disappeared?
That would be a really good prank. And I'd love to see their faces when they find me. And I'm like, surprise! I've been here the whole time. You guys want some cake?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
No.
No, I
No,
think we
thanks.
are.
No,
good.
I'm not offering you cake. That's in my hypothetical world where I'm just like, oh, you found me. And I had some cake ready.
Oh.
Who's the main guy who's talking? Is it Darby or?
It's me. It's Darby. Hi, nice to meet you.
Darby.
What's your name?
Well, Ludo wasn't
Micah's standing
talking to
behind him, like
directly.
What's your name?
It's none of your business. That's what it is.
None yet.
he- it's yeah.
You all come into other
Well,
people's houses and are just demanding answers, but not answering any questions yourselves. And who's the
No,
rude
we're
ones?
trying to get some answers from you, and you're not being very forthcoming.
Did
know,
you
I'm-
even
I'm
knock on the
looking-
door?
We didn't actually know that there was a door. It was kind of more of a like an alcove. Didn't seem very door-like. Actually,
We kind of just got poofed here.
I'm just messing with you. There's not an actual door. You don't have to knock. They're like, "Meh," and they all start kind of giggling, weird laughter.
I giggle with them.
Okay.
Anyway, back to my cousin. Do you know where he is? And I'm gonna cast detect thoughts on him.
I have 14 HP.
I'm just saying.
Remember,
But
I
I'm not
do.
gonna-
You guys know me. If you're casting in front of somebody right now, it's going to be visible unless
Right.
you do something otherwise.
I have the sorcerer's subtle spell. Let me load up.
Okay, so you're gonna use subtle spell. I know that
Yes.
feature, so I'm just making
Yes.
sure you
yeah,
remember
one sorcerer
that. and
point.
can
Yeah, so
clear
I
it.
don't have to use any verbal somatic material components to cast a spell. So it's
Okay,
gonna do it on the down low.
Of course. Oop, not detect magic. But above, or as you're casting, and you say, "Do you know?" They all just kind of go, maybe, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do,
Detect thoughts changed, didn't it?
it might have, to be honest. That's why I kind of looked it up.
It's like you can choose two different. Oh, I thought you can choose two different actions. You can.
This might be the old one. That's
sense
why I'm
their-
like, I'm
Oh,
curious.
yeah.
Yeah.
The one that I'm reading is you can sense their thoughts, or you can read their thoughts, and you get to choose which one.
I'm gonna have to. I was using this last night. At the bottom, it kind of told you what version it was, like 2024, but that one didn't do it. So let me just look it up in the handbook
Yeah,
itself.
I'm looking at the 2024 one.
Okay. Can you copy and paste the description for me?
Oops.
Oh, the music. Oh, music. You activate one of the effects below. Until the spell ends, you can activate either effect as a magic action on your later turn. Sense thoughts. You sense the pairs of thoughts within 40 feet. Yeah, so sense thoughts kind of seems to be like detecting hidden things, right?
Right.
And then it can be blocked,
So you
read
can
thoughts,
sense thoughts or read
target.
thoughts.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're trying to read thoughts, right? On this, on
Yes,
Darby.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why he asked the question like about his cousin, and then he would cast it.
All right, so we have some target in mind right now. The target doesn't know any language. It isn't telepathic. You learn nothing. As magic in your next turn, you can try to probe deeper. So when you first cast it, and he's like, maybe, you hear in his thoughts. There's a lovely building just here with turrets and domes far and near. 'Tis a shame you can't spy it as you hear to now try it. Hold up. And you see him, and those of you who don't like how they have so much energy, but what Ludoviticus would see is like he's actually kind of like moving to the music in his brain. He's like, his active thoughts is him like singing songs in his own brain.
Great. Perfect.
people,
I've gone
what's
to the mind of
happening?
a ADD. Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't know if I want to probe deeper because then he's gonna know.
Oh, those words might be important, or you might
Oh,
just be a
okay.
trumpet.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe.
All right. In Ludo's mind, he's like, fucking riddle. Like, yeah. Is there anything? What do you want? Do you want money? Do you want? I'm not giving you a name. I'm not eating anything. I'm not that stupid. But do you want anything that can satisfy
that
your
one wants
weird
something.
little?
I'll be honest
I
with
know
you,
what that one
my
wants.
friends, if I may call you such things. I don't want anything from you. You've come in here asking about some people that we consider close friends. And I don't trust you. So what I would like from you is for you to make me trust you. That, or we can just follow you around.
Can we just
He's
find
my
more words?
cousin. He's family. But I wouldn't do anything to him.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, God. Rolled it twice. Sorry. First, okay, they're both 24. So
Hmm. And your cousin, you're going to take him away?
I never said that. I'm just looking for him.
Someone's looking for someone who's lost. And he does a little like air quotes. He's like, what if I told you your friend isn't lost? Would you turn around and go away?
I would want to hear it from his own mouth, not yours.
Fair. You should know. Orlando and Juliana are very happy here.
Juliana.
You did know that he ran away with a woman.
Oh.
No one's
Oh,
really
that's right,
asked
okay,
about her,
that's
but it
right.
was referred to in the original like arrest
That's
of
right.
what's her name?
I understand if they have found some happiness. Good for them. I just wish to know what happened so I can go and tell my aunt. And so she'll stop putting flyers and banding music.
Some may think our maze is a pest, but it shelters a haven of rest. And ere anyone leaves, they must leave more than leaves, and then honor our master's request. And he just kind of like nods, and everyone's like, one of them kind of claps. He's like, that was a good one.
All right. Riddles. We get riddles. All right.
You asked for help, didn't you?
I ask you for help, and then you give me riddles, and then you come out and you speak normally to me. Why can't you just speak normally all the time?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't understand what you're saying. You asked for help, and I just gave it to you.
Oh, God. He has to like walk off.
Y'all are very grumpy, except for you. And they all kind of point at Micah, and they all start like dancing in a little circle around Micah. He like crawls up onto your shoulder, Micah, and then he like whispers into your ear. A fountain rests here in the garden, whose waters we like to harden. But a drink now and then cures all in our ken, and may even bring cries of pardon. Oh, sorry. And he does like yell in your ear on accident.
Wait, can you say that one more time?
I did put it in the chat just so you can read it also.
Even better.
Mm.
Okay. And the rules? Okay. I see.
Interesting. All right. So should be
Okay.
looking out for a fountain.
A fountain. Doesn't make
Wait.
us necessarily closer to finding our friend.
Right. How many times can you cast that spell? Like the location? Because my spell slots are getting a little thin here. But
Which spell?
it was a locate object, I think you did.
Let me see. Let me check my spell slots real quick. Spells.
Now,
I'm really concerned about there's a lovely
can cast it
building
again.
with turrets and domes. Like turrets like guns?
we
No, like
have
Turrets of a
castle
castle.
turrets.
Okay.
no.
was like-
He's completely
I thought it
right.
was
There's
like a
these
cannon.
automatic machine guns that we have on the turrets, and if you are bad, the gardener goes up to him, and he's just like, it's pretty
I thought there was
impressive.
gonna be leprechauns on some turrets, and
Don't
didn't know
fuck with us, leprechauns.
yeah, apparently they come strapped.
Water that likes to harden. Isn't that just
Oh.
fucking ice?
Is
Talking
the
about
Could
ice.
also be
perhaps in the
water
middle?
like the water we walked over.
I
Yeah.
actually have some of that in my watered skin.
Well, we
Yeah.
have been more than helpful. Please tell us a
Yes,
joke.
yes.
A joke. A joke. A joke. A joke. Yeah. A joke.
Ludovicus.
Can I, instead of telling a joke, Micah's gonna do a little like she doesn't. This isn't like. Let me just check to see if this is realistic with her. Okay. she's not a magician. She's not great at this, but had lots of younger siblings, and so she knows a couple of like those little like tricks, like pull a coin out of someone's ear, like got your nose, kind of like, the finger that detaches, she knows a couple of like those things. And so she's like, I'm not so good with words, but, and then she's gonna like do a couple of those each to the different, little leprechauns.
Little sleight of hand. Do you want sleight of hand
Mhm.
check? Okay with you?
Sure. Okay. 14.
14. They all begin to giggle and they're like, yeah, that's very cute. And then one of them's like, look, hey, watch this. He holds his hands up. He's like, and like in his hand is your necklace of adaptation.
Nice. Very clever. Thank you. That was very nice. Good
You can have
job.
that back.
Thanks. I checked my pockets.
Your pockets, nothing seems to be missing.
Yes, we. Did you just throw a piece of bread at me? Are you serious?
All right. All right. She's cool. Rest of you,
Well,
to be determined. Though the person who's kind of our size, you've been kind of quiet, but you seem kind of nice.
They think you're one of them, Broca.
We do not think she's one of us. She just actually just like a weird human.
I do, as I understand it, have a bit of fae in my blood.
Oh, and they're like, oh, tell us more.
Well, I'm a goblin, and goblins. Megan does not know the exact lore
Sorry,
here.
I'm sorry. I married a child who I just got into a throwing contest with.
Respect.
Missed
I'm gonna say,
something.
show us the bread.
Throw the loaf.
Did you? Is that why you're a weird human? Did you? Is there a
I'm not a
leprechaun
human.
in your line?
Talking to Bronca.
Is
why?
that-
Why I am weird?
You are a very strange looking human, and you do kind of. I could see like in a very distant, you could have. You said Fae. I was wondering if it's leprechaun Fae, and you're. It could explain
Maybe.
what's.
I do not know. It's possible.
it is-
Perhaps we are cousins, and perhaps I would be very sad if you were missing.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh shit.
7.
7. They do respond still positively to the idea that you're a weird human that has a leprechaun in their blood in your bloodline, and there's like cousin. And they all start now dancing around you, Bronca.
Cousin!
Do you participate with their dance, or are you just gonna stand in the middle awkwardly?
Participate in their dance.
Okay. You start dancing with them, like joining in, like cousins, family so important, blah, blah, blah. And they're like doing this like really weird Disney sing-songiness. But by the time you finish it, they all just like are looking at you, and there's like family. You're a true family. This is
I am
your
honored.
true family. Oh wow. Do you want to? I'm sorry. Do you want? Are you looking for family? You remind us a lot of
Yes.
Orlando and Juliana. I'm just gonna say that.
Am I looking for a family?
We are looking for Orlando.
Are you related to Orlando? What is your
Yes.
name? I don't think I know your name.
Do not worry about it.
He's
But
not
Oh, but I'm sorry. We're sorry. You do notice that there is like a new kind of group behavior around you, Bronca. They're very much responding to you in a different, more like, what can we do for you way.
Hmm.
Tell us where Orlando is.
Do you need us to take care of any of these people around you? Well,
Uh,
are you in danger? Are they treating half
She looks
leprechauns
up
okay
at
in your world?
Ludo for a second and like considers. No, they are all very nice people. Even the blue man, he just is a little,
The blue man.
different. I think it was how he was raised, but we won't get into that.
One of them speaks up to you. He's like, "Do you want us to steal his memories of his childhood?"
What the hell?
No, no, I do not think that will be necessary. If you could just help us find Orlando, then we will get out of your hair. You do not need to steal their memories or do anything weird to them. But I thank you very much.
Our cousin to be named. There are leaves in the garden to trace, and a maze with a clear central space. With a leaf in your hand, you could stand and stand, but to leave the leaves in place. He kind of nods and kind of gives you like a.
Great.
Perhaps you could give me a name, a family name, a Fae name that I could use while I'm here. In part of the family.
That was clever.
We are the Stardust family. Yeah, we're the Stardust family. Stardust family. We are the best. We're cool. Yeah. Dancing around. So I'm Darby Stardust, and you are now an honorary Stardust. May everyone in the Eternal Garden know. That'll open so many doors for you. You don't even know.
The Eternal? Are we fucking dead?
Very kind of you.
Would you
Very
like to
kind
know
of
how
you
to
welcome
say
her into your
Stardust
family.
in Goblin?
What was that? What's a goblin?
Would
What'd you
like
say?
to know how to say Stardust in Goblin in our language?
Oh, is that like a half leprechaun language?
It could be. I do not
No.
know the linguistic origins of it, to be fair.
Your accent sounds leprechaun, so that's what I believe. Yeah, let's hear it. Yeah.
It is a Poussière d'étoile.
Beardy booty booty. Beautiful.
Exactly. You basically speak Goblin already.
I am the leprechauns known as Darby Beardy. And everyone's just like,
well done, yes.
Everyone, and she turns to like the rest of her group, like it's crazy. Did you all expect that I would
Amazing.
find family here?
What?
And who speaks Goblin so beautifully?
The one with the deep voice grabs your, like, just like, not like aggressively, but he grabs you a little bit, a little firmly. He's just like, you have now given us a name. Thank you for the name. Yay! And I start
Did you
kinda
say
dance.
Vito's- Wait, whose name?
Wait, what?
My name? Whose name?
You gave Darby a name.
You gave Darby a name.
Oh,
It's a
gave
name for
Darby a
Darby.
name.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Gave one of our names. I was like,
I know. I thought you gave me.
no.
Okay. Ooh, I was like, oh, what? No.
Y'all are being really weird about your names. I'm not gonna lie. If it wasn't for the fact that some of you are really nice, you guys are really kind of sketchy. Not gonna lie.
It's weird. So
Yes,
it's
weird.
just my family. I come from a very superstitious family, and we have all of these like rules and superstitions about names and stuff. So it's everyone's being really respectful by like respecting my family's beliefs. So I appreciate your being willing to respect my family's very personal beliefs. It's very kind
Weird.
of you.
As you said, weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, good luck.
Thanks.
We'll be watching.
Okay.
Great.
Oh,
Don't remember tell everyone about the Booty Boo family.
Booty booty boo.
The booty booty boo.
family.
The Booty Booty Boo. What?
Terrible.
Au revoir.
They go and they sit on the toadstools and they all just kind of like now watching. Where
Yep.
do you
Okay.
go?
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Oh, I
Um,
actually speak Goblin. I didn't realize it.
Which way do we go? That's a good question.
Au revoir.
For
Au revoir.
You need to work on your accent. It's okay. I give you lessons.
You don't want to do that.
Oh, river.
I know I almost channeled into my Irish accent.
Yeah,
but
so
I
which
thought
way do we
better of
go?
it.
Like,
Well, we don't really know because we have some fucking riddles, and that's
right,
about
I
it.
guess so.
You'll notice when you walk around, we have put these really convenient little markers for points of interest. They're all start with the letter G.
Right.
Do you
For
do you think
goblin.
the G stands for goblin, like their leprechauns put them up? Like, I don't, maybe. Not above
Are we in
table. This is
G1?
a new thing. Yeah, you guys are in G1. I feel like this is actually a useful tool for you guys to kind of like, oh, that's something, and maybe is a point of interest to poke around at. So feel free to call them out. But every one of those things is a point
Well-
of interest.
I
Okay,
think
so-
first.
Okay.
Maze, right? That was the one they mentioned.
Hurts
first.
and dumps for near to the shame against by which you try to solve the puzzle and see it appear.
Yeah. The first one was the a level
Yeah,
Oh.
building.
That's
Oh,
probably
yeah, you're
gonna
right.
be like G19 or G20. Right?
Tis a shame you can't spy it, as we urge you to try it, solve the puzzle, and see it appear.
Okay, so maybe
So we
can't
can't
forget.
see it. Yeah.
Some may think our maze is a pest, but its shelter is a haven of rest. And ere everyone leaves, they must leave more than leaves, and then honor our master's request. Is that the maze then? That part? There's a couple mazes here.
First things first. How big is this place? Like just looking at
To be fair, you guys
the
like
horizon.
you don't see this, right? You're literally in the woods, right? I'm allowing you guys above table to kind of like steer towards things that might be solving closer to the
Mhm.
riddle, so you're not like just
Well-
wandering aimlessly. But and I should describe this too. While this map is a little bit more vibrant, if you look along the edges, I think it does a good job capturing what is a twilight sky, that very traditional Fey, like ever twilight, dusk, feeling above and around. It's not sunny necessarily.
Is this
Um,
song restable?
Oh, Ludo,
Something.
roll a history. Well, no, I don't actually know if they said that or not. Never mind. Not important.
Okay.
Nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
Oh,
I don't
You
remember
guys
if I
think
said
about
something
going-
important or not, but I'm going to say no.
to Ludo. Wow. Yeah.
In general to everyone, but I feel like it would have been
Oh.
directed at you, but not important. Anyways.
To be fair, we probably all forgot it, so you're safe.
What do you guys think of going down to this tree right below us in G6, that big tree? I did promise Brunka that we would befriend a tree, first of all. Second of all, several of the riddles talk about leaves, and like, no one knows leaves better than a tree. Maybe there's a thing.
Can we sleep there?
All the leprechauns clap when they hear no one knows leaves better
Right.
than a tree.
They're still behind us.
Yeah, if you guys are
Um,
walking in a certain direction, you will occasionally see them just kind of like sitting on
Oh,
trees
right.
watching.
I
Would Brooke
suppose.
know if I imagine maybe there's some animals here, but would Brunka know if like they are beasts or fae for the most part, and thus be able to? She has a couple spells for beasts. She has speak with animals and beast sense, like whether they work on them.
On what? I'm sorry. On what exactly?
Like if there's animals here that she sees,
Squirrels.
like birds or
In
squirrels or
general, like
something.
this will be one of those fine. Like I would be very flexible. Like if you see a bear, like it's probably a quote unquote fey bear, but I would allow that spell to work, kind of thing.
Still a bear.
Okay.
A bear is still a bear.
Okay. She'll be keeping an eye out for animals and maybe a spot to, because she has to ritually cast both of them. So
You just tell me if you want to end up doing that. Currently, you guys have not actually chosen a direction. You're kind of still discussing where you're going. Just kind of
I'm good with G6 though.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
G6.
I do like imagine if you want narrative, you would see
Lindsay,
to your
you're muted.
west. Lindsay, were you saying something? Muted.
Oh, I just said, yeah, that sounds good. Sorry.
Yeah, so to your west, you would see the really big tree at G3, right? But I do think you would see the G6 one also appearing. So I feel like those would two be
Oh,
visual things for you guys to go towards
you want
easily.
to go to the G3 one then, guys? That's a bigger tree. Bigger, better tree.
Bigger
That's
is
all.
better.
All right, G3 it is. Let's go meet a. Let's go befriend a tree. On the way over there, I like to ritual cast. Where's my speak with animals and plants?
We'll say I'm pretty injured and also running a little low on spell slots.
Should we
Yeah,
short
true.
rest? Oh, spell slots. Should we long rest?
Can we long rest? Is that an option for us?
Yeah, I will say I have 2 first level, 2 second level, and then 1 third level spell slot left. I can use sorcerer points to get some of them back, but it's very limited.
Yeah, same. Maybe you see where this little bridge is right here?
Could we perhaps bribe the little leprechauns to watch over us, even though I don't fully trust them?
I don't trust them at all. They would draw so many dicks on our faces.
All right, brave the wild then.
I think they're talking
Mhm.
about us.
No, we're just making a plan to make a tree friend.
A
That's all.
totally different group of leprechauns, actually.
To be fair,
Clap-
all the other sorry, I won't. I'm not going. They are creepishly following, but I don't want you guys to think they're hearing every word you say, so I'm not going to respond to it. Sorry.
All right.
We could cross over the bridge and then long rest right there. Or maybe try and encounter the tree first and then long rest. If we know
I'm
it's
just
safe.
I'm scared of the tree.
The big tree.
I was talking about how I got fucking cockwalloped by a tree earlier.
Roll a perception check.
Who?
You, Thalen. Just
Thalen?
Thalen. Just Thalen.
Fuck. the trees are in the trees, man.
I mean, Bronca's pretty good on resources, so I know that doesn't help with everyone else, but if you want her to
19.
go first.
You're like talking about this, and you guys are like walking through what it's like. It's not like a well-worn path, but more just like, oh, the trees just naturally flow through it. And as you're like, you guys see the bridge coming up, and you stopped and you thought about it. Thalen, you definitely just watched a tree in the corner of your vision, just kind of like. But like,
Great.
it's your perception check is enough
There's
that
hints.
you see it like moving, and then you like quickly look at it and just like.
How long can it hold it?
It's just like.
Oh
Fuck no,
my god.
fuck.
Pretending
fuck
wind's going
no.
through the leaves.
That's like
Nope.
Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. where he's
100%'s the vibe. That's 100% what I was going for.
He's trying to
The other trees are all kind of angled for some reason, like they're like directing towards. He's like frozen there. That's all.
Yeah.
You see this.
Great. Sentient fucking trees. That's all we need.
What was I fucking talking about earlier? What did I say?
You think that I need to, if I want to prepare speak with plants, I would have to long rest, so I could prepare that.
Like we should burn the fucking place down. No, I'm kidding.
Which would
Do
allow
you
me
say
to-
that?
No,
don't
God, no.
know.
Please
your
say
mouth.
that.
We are in a live forest.
Thalen
They
doesn't
will
say that.
retaliate.
This is why trees don't like
Thalen
you.
is scared of trees. No, they fucking started it.
If I do cast speak with plants, I can question plants about events in the spell's area within the past day. Gaining
Question the
information about
plants.
creatures that have passed, whether in other circumstances. So I could question plants about the people walking by, such as Orlando.
I can also switch a spell out. One spell.
Also, when the leprechauns were talking about Orlando and Juliana, can someone remind me who Juliana is?
I'll just say this clearly because it was
Mother-
very quickly. It's who Orlando ran away with, a
Right.
a relationship
the other
that
family.
Mother does not approve of.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
yeah.
the story of the
Fair
internal
Verona.
guarding being about true love too. That's how she kind of associates the corruption of the song and influencing her son to run away to this place of love with someone he should not be loving. Was kind of the vibe.
And what did the leprechauns say about the two of them?
They're their friends.
Okay.
They're doing well.
I'm assuming that they made their home here, but like Ludo's point was like, I want to hear it from him before
Yeah.
I'm satisfied.
Of
Like
course,
I'm not gonna trust anything you're gonna say.
clearly, because they were not the most trustworthy.
Right.
Is Micah ritually casting Speak with Plants?
No, I would have to long rest before I
Okay.
could do that. Do you have speak with plants or just speak with animals?
Just speak with animals, but I also have beast sense. So it would take 20 minutes, but my thought was I could find an animal to speak with and see through, try to convince them to let me do that, and then use that to like scout ahead, but
Mm-hmm.
might be at this point. I
Yeah,
don't know if that'd be that helpful.
I think so. Or does anybody have a familiar?
I shoot the familiar out of the
Good
sky and destroy it.
animal.
I'm just kidding.
I'm very destructo. Sorcerer.
Has the big tree moved at all since we have been approaching it?
It kind of depends on when you guys are stopping. If you're visually looking at it. If you're at the bridge about to take a long rest, you guys haven't really declared exactly where and how you're stopping at the moment.
I think we were right across the bridge is what just
Mhm.
like where we're waiting because I think we wanted to get away from the weird leprechauns and then but not be fully like revealed to the tree yet.
I can kind of get a familiar.
But you can still do a perception check on the giant freaking tree in the distance, like its
I can
foliage and
use-
stuff.
I can use a wild shape to cast the find familiar spell.
Yes.
Oh. I can do
and
beast
I-
bond if we rest.
Yeah. And I still have 3 wild shapes. I haven't wild shaped yet.
Oh. You do that.
So
Bronco, did you want to do a
that's-
perception check on the tree moving?
Sure.
Fuck.
You continue. I just want to make sure Megan heard that.
You're good.
18.
From the best you can tell, the big tree does not seem to be moving unnaturally besides wind and its leaves and its boughs.
Because we're looking at it.
You look at the one and it's like definitely have shifted position around you.
Motherfucker.
Does Thalen share that information? Because I think, were you the only one who saw that?
Technically off his perception or after his perception check and also for the memes comedy of it. So he in my brain he
Yeah,
hasn't
It's
mentioned
pretty
it yet.
obvious where he's looking like. He keeps fucking
Yeah, but
looking
you
over
are
at it.
very paranoid. I don't know what you're
Look
thinking.
at the look at it.
It
It's
looks
just
like a tree. It looks like a fucking tree.
It was fucking moving. It was moving.
Is
You
this
know
why
that
you can't shoot
wind-
the monsters?
I don't
Wind
Because
shoot
you're too
monsters.
worried about the trees?
Trees
No,
will
okay, you
move
already-
in the wind.
No, wait. No, hold on. Just stop. Look away from it for like
Thalen-
5 seconds.
Thalen, everyone's like looking at you, and as you're talking in the background, you see it go.
Like we're all
There
faced
fucking
away
go.
from it.
All right, no, wait. Look away from it. Everybody, look away for like.
Obviously, I'm doing a lot of comedy here. If anybody wants to do
Okay.
perception checks and stuff, you can. But I think the comedy's hilarious.
Oh, the comedy's funny.
Dirty 20.
I do think at some point you do see the tree moving around, and it is creepy in its own way. But you do at the last second see it doing the like.
Okay. I think this tree is friendly. I think we should just go and make friends with this tree.
What
that
don't
tree.
you want to go and make friends with, Micah?
Lots of things. I was suspicious of the leprechauns.
Oh, was
You
that
were?
before or after you ran over there and started throwing them around and picking them up
They
like a
looked-
child?
They liked me, didn't they? They were
I don't
nicer to
know.
me than they were to you.
Sure.
I don't know. That one was real friendly with him. That one
That's
was
a
real
different kind of
friendly.
like.
Let's
Can
not
we go
talk
meet
about
the tree?
the
Let's go meet the
I d-
tree,
Like the
please.
big tree or the small? That one, the fucking
The
creepy
big
one.
tree.
I don't. Okay.
The one going.
No, that's the small fucking creepy tree that's stalking me. That's doing that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the big tree, as far as we've seen, has been still so far.
It literally
Oh,
is like a little just generic
Like
tree
sap.
doing that. Yeah, like a little
Right.
sap tree.
Can I just like peek behind Thalen and like
Kind of just like a happy response to it.
I start waving at the tree and I go over to the tree and say hi.
It's just like
Oh God, no.
it's like trying to pretend, and it's kind of you just see it just kind of bend down and just kind of like shake its bowels like happily, like almost like a dog shaking a little bit, and like a little bit of
And I, like-
leaves like fall off onto you.
Aw. And make
I
sure
don't
to
trust
gather
it.
all the leaves. And I say thank you. And then I give it like some pats.
Yeah, like one of its things like
Wait.
and it like reaches down with its own bowels and bowels.
It
The
pulls out a
bowel.
turret.
It shits sap all over the ground. Some of its limbs, and it like picks up one of the leaves. It's like this perfect one, and it has like this beautiful coloring in it. It's almost like, and then you just watch it turn into the fall colors. Everything was naturally green, but it like intentionally makes it this beautiful spectrum of fall colors, and then like hands it over to you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna officially call this an
I-
oak tree. A smaller
Yeah,
oak tree. It's
oak
not a
trees are the
big
bad ones.
towering one, but
Yeah, it hasn't adopted the arrogance of its kind yet. I would like to use Druidcraft and pull out a couple of seeds from my pocket. And I would like to I would like to pull out, what kind of seeds did I like to pull out? I would like to pull out some nasturtium seeds. And I would like to like make them sprout. And nasturtiums grow really cool. They grow in like this kind of like collapsing vine thing. So like when they grow, it would kind of go like whoo and like fall down in like little buds of flowers. And then I'd like to like pick off one of the flowers and eat the flower. And I'd hold up the vines and like lay it on one of the like on one of the tree branches. So it's like a nice little decoration.
like all the like it's like, oh, and it gets a little happy little again. And then-
See, I
I feel
told
like-
you can make friends with trees.
I feel like Thalen and Ludo are gonna bond over a mutual like distrust of everything. So we're just like both arms
Okay, well,
crossed,
what
like
fucking
watching the
reason
interaction.
do you have to distrust things? Because I distrust things because they hurt me.
I just find things very dull.
Are you sure you're not just a dull person?
Trust me, I am the least dull person here.
Uh-huh. Anyway,
I'm like shuffling Brunka up to this tree. Be like, see, just you have to be
I'm
nice to
telling you,
it.
that wood has no empathy.
Brunko would like kneel down like on one knee and like put her like battle axe out, like
She's the axe.
not like out like
Leaves are
threatening,
shaking.
like, when you put it like when it, like I can't show it on camera. Put it like
Yeah, You
the
stick the
axe part
head onto the
down
ground.
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
axe
yeah,
head
yeah,
on the
yeah.
ground.
All right, let's start cooking
to
my
be
food.
like I'm showing you like
She's like, and this is my wood chopping axe.
Yeah.
or she like lays it down on the ground.
Yeah.
She doesn't step far away from it, but she'll lay it down on the ground in front of her.
Yeah, that does respond with like the visual of the axe, right? In any way, right? It's just kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, and you put it down, it's just kind of like, it kind of like, it's like behind Micah. It puts Micah between
Maybe
the
just
axe
don't
and it.
take out the axe next time.
But then it sees the axe in the back of Micah and just like,
No. It's not for trees. It's for things that try and kill me.
Roll, I think a deception check only because you are a farmer, right? So I do feel, correct me if I'm wrong, just because you would probably have used it on trees, right? I know your intent, right?
Here
Like
it fucking
Yeah.
comes.
But Brunka's axe is not
for
proper.
trees, ironically enough, right? Sorry, I really didn't choke on food when I was being a scared tree. I love face
Okay.
stuff.
Brunko would
But Brunk, go and
Go
roll a
back.
persuasion check in your own right.
Cause of
Brunko
death.
roll persuasion check.
yeah.
Scared tree roleplay.
I love face stuff.
Damn, that was almost an 18.
So it's still actually a little nervous of Brunka and its axe. 12, I think, is enough to soothe it with the relationship you guys have. It's not, you don't need like a
Okay.
super crazy roll for that.
Brunko would go back to Ludo and be like, "Here, hold this for a second."
Your axe?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he goes to hold it and it goes to the ground.
Really?
Yeah.
What is your strength score?
I average strength, average. A 10.
Yeah, that was mostly why she was giving it to you. Don't
Great,
watch that.
thank you.
But
He's
then
training.
goes back up to the
Holy
tree,
shit.
kneels again. I'm here to make a friend. Even though I don't think the tree can understand her, but
Would you say you're here to make a friend?
here to make a friend.
Okay. It's like still using Micah to be a little protective, but it's not running from you. It's a little pensive. Continue.
I'm like patting the trees back.
Calming pets.
Yep.
Anything that you want to say to that, Branka, or is that all you kind of wanted to do?
I think she'd say something along the lines of like, I understand your fear. Lots of people are not nice to trees. My weapon, not for trees, for flesh. Real flesh, not tree flesh.
When you say tree flesh, there's a little.
Micah, help me out here.
No, you're good. Roll a persuasion check. I'm going to give you advantage because with Micah, they're essentially doing help, comforting, and your root words are truthful. So I think advantage here is very appropriate. 17.
17.
It just kind of like, and does its little gentle like, and like a couple leaves fall over you.
Aw.
Oh.
I pat Brunka on the back with one hand and the tree on the back with the other hand, and I was just like get like a big sappy smile on my face.
It laughs
Your pun.
internally at your pun for Sappy. Sorry.
It's how they fucking lure you in, just like that.
Have we sickened you guys enough yet?
With that, like the tree seems with all this like very comfort, it almost like you feel the roots just like go deeper into the ground, and it just kind of
Mhm.
takes a moment to just be a tree. But you feel its branches and the boughs and the leaves stretching and feeling the dusk stars and a little bit of sunlight from the horizon.
I thank the tree for its kindness and the beautiful leaf and say we'll visit if we pass by here again. Oh, wait, do you know anything about the really big tree up there? Is it a nice tree or like a mean tree?
It gives you one of its like, and like the gentle leaves falling, a positive reaction.
Thank you.
I'm curious about something.
It better be the grandma tree from Pocahontas.
It has like appendages, like fingers almost, right?
Well, branches and
The
twigs.
branches
Like,
and
kind
twigs
of, like,
will
loosely.
come and turn, and they'll be used as digits if necessary.
I'm going to, because this is a thing now in 2024. I know sign language. I know sign language. That's a language on my character sheet, and I'm gonna try to sign. Shit. What do you say to a tree? I'm just.
You didn't
gonna
know
try
what you were
say
gonna say
hello. I'm
before
gonna
you
see-
started this.
I just thought it'd be cool. I'm gonna greet it. I'm just gonna say hi or hello. and see if it knows sign
Nice
language.
to meet you.
Sorry, I don't have my cough. I just when I choked on that food, now I have a cough. Scratchy voice. So you're just saying hello, how are you? Essentially, like a calm greeting. Sorry, I'm 1 second, guys. 1 second.
Yeah. Just go take some water. Get some coughs out.
Water break, water break. I like how Charlie randomly responds to
I know.
one. Just
You like how
man, you're in China. Calm down.
Is it even legal for him to be on Discord in China?
Who knows?
I think he said he got a VPN, right? Not that that makes it legal, but
That
Right.
makes it. It's kind of scary.
So are we gonna take a long rest? You think?
It'd be
think we
probably
should-
for the best.
Chat with this tree first, and then if it's friendly, we can nap in this territory. Because I don't want to nap in a sleep in a territory that's like not friendly, and like we
True.
end up getting ambushed at night.
Yes. The friend
Yeah,
with the
just-
tree. Yes.
Make
Mhm,
friends with the
mhm,
tree and make
mhm.
be like, hey, do you mind if we rest up a little bit nearby?
Mhm.
He ate another piece
At
of
least the
cricket.
tree won't be telling rhymes and singing songs while we're trying to
That is true.
Until I started signing sign language at it, and it knows, and it starts doing fucking riddles and rhymes in sign language.
And it's all like tree oriented.
Nate actually had to leave to teach himself sign language. And
Yeah. We had to Google it real quick.
All right. Still there, but cough drop. Let's see how we go. All right. So, Thalen, you were trying to do a calm, excited, or not excited, a gentle hello with sign language. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Shit. All right. I'm gonna do this at disadvantage. 'cause I-
No. Do a straight roll.
Oh,
do
okay.
you
I
also
was
have
gonna
a +0
self-impose it.
bonus to persuasion?
I have a -1.
No,
If
do
you
it.
want.
Do a normal because in one hand, it doesn't know sign language, but it is communicating with body
Also,
language.
That's pretty clear.
3.
Oh yeah, fair. Yeah, you're right, Lindsay. Like saying hello in sign language is actually pretty
Hi.
easy. Yeah, I didn't even think about it that way too. What was your total?
3.
3.
You somehow fuck it up. I don't know how you
Roll
do
the
what you do.
4.
You
attacks
wave
you.
goodbye.
Yeah, it's
You
just
wave
like
goodbye.
He waved fuck you.
Yeah,
like-
yeah. you
it's
did
like
something else.
Yeah, I'd go.
and then it goes
You're like,
"Rah!" and he like tries to jump scare you. It's
Oh,
up to you if you want to
shit.
scare or like anything on that.
oh my
Hell yeah,
god.
dude, he fucking. Oh,
Do you
fucking
want to?
trees,
What
man,
do you
you
want to
can't
roll
fucking
here?
trust him.
Do you want me to do like a dex check, a intimidation check? What do you want?
He doesn't like trees. I don't think that's even necessary.
Okay, you're just going to let it happen. And like it does it. How do you want to respond? It's not attacking you, but it's jump scaring you.
Fucking tree.
It's like and does a little laughing.
Pluto's like laughing his noble laugh.
Can we get the noble laugh one more
Okay.
time?
Yeah.
Have I guys ever told
Can I,
you
like-
my favorite thing, A Much Ado
Oh.
About Nothing with Keanu Reeves? Do you guys know this laugh? The Keanu Reeves evil laugh in Much Ado About Nothing, a Shakespearean play. I'll find it later.
Anything Keanu does, I'm scared.
Continue though.
Oh, like, can I? Fucking that laugh. Oh. Can I like schoolyard bully just fucking shove Ludo on his ass? I'm fucking so done.
I'm gonna Misty
I'm
step.
j-
I'm just saying.
Wow.
Yeah. You're not putting your
know what?
peasant hands on me.
Peasant hands.
I'm just kidding. He's not that posh and noble.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
says
Don't make
otherwise.
fun of
I'm
his
not gonna
laugh.
push him. I'm gonna act like I'm gonna push him. Like I'm fucking. Mm.
Do you want the act of you guys deciding if you want to start a sibling brawl next to the bridge, the beginning of the long rest?
Sure.
All right, fine. I'll just use gust barrier. Anytime he tries to come close
Okay.
to me. Yeah.
Fucking fancy.
I love the fact that you both aren't doing anything, so the two of you are just like getting camp set up or whatever you're doing, and you're both just like looking at each other and be like, if he came, this is what I would do.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah,
I swear to God. I
oh
swear to
man,
God,
I
if he
just want
comes
to go
up
over there
here.
and just like.
This is my half of the camp, and that's your half, and you stay over there.
Whatever. I thought.
Alright.
Wait, I thought we were gonna talk to the tree before, weren't we? I think that was the
think it's-
plan. Was to like us to talk to the tree, befriend it, and then see if we can camp.
Well, you're friends with it, so if you guys want to ask questions as you're
No,
kind
the
of.
big tree. Sorry, not the little one. Big tree. Big
I
one.
think when that originally was said, there's a little one that's been following you around that's
Yeah.
obviously awake. I think that was the one
Nope.
somebody was referencing to befriending, and then sleeping,
Okay.
and then going to it. You did ask the awakened tree if the big tree was cool or not, and it gave you like a
Yeah.
cool positive response.
Cool, positive. Okay. Yeah, I think Micah was talking about going up to the big tree and talking to it,
We'd
befriending
like
it
to try and go up to the big tree
before
before we rest. Yeah.
Before the long rest? Okay.
Oh my god.
So that means
this is my
it's-
worst nightmare.
You are having to leave the bridge behind, right? So you guys are going up to the, and funny enough, this is an oak tree, a giant oak tree. A tremendous oak
this
tree
one.
stretches hundreds of feet into the air, rising high above the surrounding canopy. Easily 50 feet wide at the base, its trunk is gnarled, covered with creeping greenery, and surrounded by flowering shamrocks.
Flowering what?
Shamrocks.
Oh, cool.
Which my brain is like, that's just clovers, right? Or shamrocks are separate things,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Fucking
forward
this one.
clovers.
This one has had time to grow into its fucking shitty
Oh my
behavior.
God, it's an Irish tree.
It's magnificent, and Micah has like a look of like awe upon her face, like kind of like drops to one
Hundreds
knee
of
in front
feet,
of
holy
the
shit.
tree, and it's just like looking up at it like wow.
50
totally.
feet wide. Sorry, I just read that.
It's
Holy
just another
shit.
Pacific Northwest tree. I don't know what you're freaking
Yeah,
out about.
right. That's some redwood trees there.
You can drive a car through that truck. Go ahead and roll a survival check, Micah. Though I think you're more focused on the tree, but go ahead and roll survival.
Mm.
16.
16. You're admiring, and I do imagine you're probably at some point circling the big trunk and just
Yeah.
admiring how beautiful it is.
Staring everywhere.
You do come to a spot along near the tree where you see there are no shamrocks. And there are, but they're a little more lessened. And your practice survival eye, in this case, like it feels like a path leading up to the tree. As you get a little bit closer, you can tell a part of the tree is fake and is an illusion. And as you kind of like eye it, it seems to be the shape about 3.5 feet tall, 3.5 feet wide. This illusion bark on the trunk of the tree right at the base.
Guys, it's the Keebler elf tree.
You can't ask me to go up there.
I relay
We're
to everyone
going.
else. Everyone, there's a passageway back here. I think there's a way into this tree. And she's gonna kind of go up a little closer to the tree and like touch the trunk that's not part of like the illusion or the doorway or whatever.
Hmm.
And just be like, magnificent oak tree. Could we please enter and explore your what's the word? And I'm
Hold on.
rethinking.
Are you trying to
You-
seduce it? What's going on?
Open yourself to our exploration. Like,
Oh
no.
my.
Oh, wow.
I'm joking. Okay, so you'd say something like,
Please,
Uh,
tree, part your bark for us.
Yeah.
Um,
Spread your roots.
Spread your roots.
Oh
deep.
my gosh, there is I have to do a crit roll, but there was a great moment where Matt was trying to say to
I
Fern's
think I know the one
character,
you're talking
yeah,
about.
who's a very promiscuous character already, and she like owns it, and I love that part of her. He's like, when you were younger, you needed to get out there and spread your legs instead of like stretch
Oh,
your
yeah, I
legs.
saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
spread
spread your legs, yeah.
And she was like,
Reaction after
"Yeah,
he
you're
was
right."
like, "Especially-
Yeah.
Okay.
He knew he
Spread
fucked
your
up
legs
immediately.
and spread your wings, but like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And spread your
I think he did
legs.
put the wings part in. I think that's what it was. He mixed it. Anyways, so you go up to it. You do say some words of
yeah, I say like a
What's
please,
up, Tree?
like let us,
Introduction.
like whatever, permission. Not
guys hear, like, a voice like call out, "Are you talking to the tree? What's going on?" And like above the
Jesus,
trunk, you do
bro.
see like the illusion kind of vroom, as like a window's there, and
It's
a little
the
face sticks out.
Beatles.
It's another leprechaun, but this one's old and he's got a long white beard. What are you talking to that tree for?
More leprechauns.
we obviously we've met a couple of trees before that we've chatted to, so I just wanted to make sure before we barged on in or knocked at the door that I wanted to make sure it was okay with the tree.
This is a great oak tree. You don't talk to the great oak tree.
What do you do with the great oak tree then?
You live in it.
And you
This is
live
my
in
house.
Canada.
This is our house. Sorry, I'm
Oh,
yelling in your
okay,
ear.
Sorry, we are new here. We don't know a whole lot about.
Yeah, you don't talk to the
everything.
tree.
Okay. Thank you for telling me. I won't.
What do you want?
We're looking for a family member of ours, a cousin, Orlando. He's with a
Yeah.
woman named Juliana.
Yeah?
Mhm.
We might know something about Orlando.
Wow, it would be so helpful. We've got our poor friend here is just beside himself with worry.
He's got
kinda
his
like-
like arms crossed and he looks so
Yeah, I
bored
was-
out of his mind.
I saw the eye roll. Fucking, I'm gonna
Yeah.
elbow him a little bit in the side.
Oh, very, very worried. Yes.
What are you going to give me?
What do you want?
I'm the one asking questions.
If you tell us what you want, you're more likely to get what you want instead of me giving you, like, I don't know, some spare bits of squirrel jerky.
This time the cough drop juice just went into my throat.
Is it a squirrel or is it a leprechaun?
I'm a leprechaun. Do I look like a squirrel to you?
What?
Oh my god. All right, you're kind of weird. You're coming up talking to my house. Let's leave it. Says, what would you give a leprechaun?
What would you give the leprechaun?
Yeah.
Gold.
Sir, would some gold be in your favor? I have plenty of gold that I can give you in for information.
You're smarter than you look. Gold's real nice. We like gold, but we got plenty of it.
All right,
Really?
what
What do you
what
need
would you
gold of?
like?
Oh, I have plenty of gold.
Are you here for my gold?
No, I don't need your gold. I'm offering you gold in exchange for
Roll a
information.
persuasion check or deception check. 'Cause I don't know if you are a greedy bastard or not. Maybe you do want
Just
his
a
gold
little
now to
check.
hear about his
We
gold.
While I was gone, we didn't take a long rest, right?
No.
No,
No.
that's 12.
Well,
That's a bad roll.
I don't need your gold. Keep your weird human hands off my gold. You're a weird
I
human.
am not a human, sir. He's like very offended by that.
You're a weird human. That's for sure. No, we
What
got plenty
would
of.
you like?
My family's got plenty of gold. Try again.
Then tell me what you would like, and I will try my best to get it to you.
Go kill a dragon.
That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Dragon
quite
nearby?
unreasonable, sir.
I'm just being
Give
kidding.
information.
Tell me, give me
Oh.
something good. Prove that you belong in the Eternal Garden. Since right now you're talking to my house.
All right, fine. And he goes over and he takes the well, I don't. Tula's not here, but he's gonna try to acquire the dagger that Tula had, the elven dagger.
I'm
No.
above table. As
Okay,
much as
never mind.
I think that's a great choice. I'm not gonna, and I'm
Pretty
sure
true.
Lauren probably would be fine with that.
Yeah.
It is her item, unfortunately.
I've got.
Very true,
We have
very true.
2 of these wands of. Okay, I'll offer up one of the wands of. What was it?
Wand of Secrets.
Oh, yeah, wand of secrets,
Yeah.
not secrecy.
I just realized like how much I don't have. Archie has so much shit. I have nothing on Ludo.
What
Yeah, 'cause
kind
he's
of
poor.
what? What's that?
I know. I know.
What's that? What you got?
A wand of secrets.
Are they good secrets? Are you got any juicy
Fine
gossip?
Secrets.
What's going on with the unicorns? Any
I-
good? Where are the satyrs? They doing depraved
Oh.
shit? You got any good juice?
Well, do we have any secrets about the other leprechauns that we can share?
What other leprechauns? Who have you been associating with?
Oh fuck me.
We have secrets about the
The
starry
Stardust?
the
Stardust?
Stardust family.
The Stardust family. Oh
Oh
my
god, they're like
They
mob
live, like,
rivals.
20 feet away from here. Are they different from you?
They're leprechauns.
Yeah.
They steal shit. Their pranks are getting old. I'm getting too old for that. They're young. Someone said jacking off.
Oh,
Pranks.
You got some good dirt on them?
they consider me their family now. I could maybe
Why would you
ask
say that?
them.
Are they? Wait, what did you just say?
Why would you say that?
It was a joke we were doing a little bit, but
Roll a
they-
deception
you-
check.
Why
What
would
I'm
you
saying
say
is, if
that?
you want me to convince them to stop stealing, so I'm losing my accent that I barely had in the first place. But
You're doing pretty good. French is hard. French is hard.
I'm so mixed up. Ooh, not 20 with
Oh,
all the
alright.
like other accents I've been doing for like DMing, which is not even that many, but like one is enough to throw it off.
What are you like an unwanted child of the family? Is that the secret or something?
No, I am a goblin, and goblins are related to Fae.
Oh, I know what a goblin is.
Maybe, perhaps I am related to you as well.
Yeah. If you're related to the Starfucks, I don't want to be related.
The
I mean,
Starbucks.
I didn't say I am. I just said we might be.
Yeah.
Do
should-
do you
no.
know my cousin?
Wait.
Orlando?
Better question.
The stinky. I'm
I'm sure.
the
the
dirty
stinky
guy's
one.
got some weird thing in his hand. He says a wand of secrets. Are there secrets of the Starborn
The
in that or
dirty
something?
guy? Oh no.
No. Okay.
Stardust
well,
roll.
I thought you were
first of
talking about
all,
Brunka.
No, it helps you
I'm
find
not that dirty.
secret doors and traps and other things that are hidden.
You sure you're not here for my gold?
Very sure.
I
Roll a
do not care.
persuasion check. First, you're finding my illusion doors and talking to my house. Now you're coming up here with some of this stuff. Okay. I see through your facade. Let me see the wand.
How am I?
Throw it!
Throw it at you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna throw it at him.
Do you want to roll a dex check? I'll give it up to you.
How far is it?
Hit him in the face.
Yeah, 20 feet up. From my bar.
Oh
I'm
damn.
not rolling.
It's up to you if you wanted to roll. I'm not making you do this.
8.
DC, but DC was only a 10 was the word I was going to say. Ding, ding,
Well,
ding, 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 ding. Oh my gosh.
okay, well, it's like throwing a fucking twig, so it's not really my fault.
You're trying to give me a twig?
No, it's a fucking wand. It is a twig. It's just
Well,
a
how about
magic
you throw it up here and prove that it's not a fucking twig? Oh my gosh.
twig. Okay, I'm gonna throw it up there.
Are you
I
going to
mean,
roll a check
we
again? Or
could use Mage Hand to like float it up to them.
Fuck you.
I'm just saying.
Do you throw it up there?
12.
12. I really want to roll to see if he catches it just so he drops it and blames you for it, but no, he catches
Oh
it. I know he's very
He releases
aggravating, so
it.
I don't want to keep on needling too hard. He grabs it. This is some fine craftsmanship you got here. Wand of secrets, you say? This actually came from a nice twig. You can see it in it. So what do you want to know? Orlando and Juliana? Yeah, they're here. They've been here, what, 2 days?
2 days.
Where?
Where exactly are they?
In the Eternal Garden somewhere.
Oh my fucking god.
And Eternal Garden is where exactly?
Oh my god. You're in the
I'm
Eternal
sorry,
Garden!
We are not from here. We have no idea where we are.
Do you know how long this tree's gonna live for?
No, how long?
Oh my gosh, you guys are the worst people. Eternity.
Great, good for you.
It's the Eternal Garden.
So like, is everything here eternal?
Oh,
Yes!
So why are you so old?
Because when I moved in here, this was the age I was.
Oh.
And do I look like a
That's
tree to you?
Yeah, when he says Eternal Garden, he's referring to like this entire place? Or is it like
Yeah.
a specific place? All right. I need a specific location to where my cousin is. Not the general area. Specific.
He's in the spire, in the palace.
Oh.
And where might
I
this
think-
palace be?
Wait, 1
You,
second.
you think?
What?
It's-
Let me go check my, what's like the old, it's like a, it's not an address book.
Atlas?
What it would be, what would it be
Rolodex.
like an
What?
agenda, but I
A
feel like there was
Rolodex.
a word for
Is
people who
that-
would like
am
keep.
I combining Rolex and
No,
I-
Rolodex is a real thing, and I wouldn't be surprised if
Okay,
Rob
thank
doesn't
you,
know what
yeah.
that is.
No,
Yeah,
I've just
I was
never
gonna
heard of
say.
it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Rolodex?
Rolodex is. You should look it up because it's gonna. It'll.
I'll post the picture.
Yeah, Rolodexes are amazing. It's literally an address book, or like
Oh, those.
instead of your contacts and your phone, it's a Rolodex made out of. Yeah,
It's like
um,
in the old movies where they flip through it before making a phone call. Yeah.
I'm putting way too much thought
Mhm.
into it, but I feel like somebody who it's like the word I'm thinking of is an agenda or like a planner, right? A daily he's somebody who would, oh, last week I had an appointment with so and so. I feel like there's like a word for
Mhm.
those kind of little books. Not necessarily a planner, but that's probably what I'm just gonna say.
Is it as long as it's made out of leaves? I think that's fine.
Why would it be made out of leaves?
Appointment
Because
diary.
you're
Anyways,
living in a tree.
But maybe appointment book is what he's like. Let me check my appointment book.
Mm.
1 second.
Your Palm Pilot.
Your Palm Pilot.
1 second.
Your Filofax? I don't know what
Your
that is.
BlackBerry. Get it?
My
It's a
BlackBerry.
fruit.
I remember my family had a digital Rolodex at one point. You should talk to Nalroot, maybe. I think he went and talked. I think last time I saw them, if they're not in the palace, they went to go see the Archfey. They went to go talk
Oh
to the
God, another
gardener.
Archfey, great.
They went to go talk to the gardener.
And where does the gardener live?
And the internal garden. Okay, I know I'm being rude to you. Do you have a map?
I mean, we are being rude to you, to be honest. We are just storming up to your house and asking you so
We
many
are-
questions.
Okay,
Yes, we
that-
would like
Let
a
her
map.
talk. Not you. You be quiet. I like what she's saying.
You know, if there is a map you can give us, then we can get out of your hair and go find this gardener and leave you alone
Eh.
for eternity.
See, she gets it. 1 second. And then like a paper airplane, but it's made out of like this big broad leaves comes flying out. It's the map you guys see that you have access to. But he's like, yeah, are you looking at it? You see, I circled it. That's the Gardener's Rest.
Garden of Rest.
Now, oh my goodness.
What did you say?
Can everyone else just be quiet and just let our goblin friends talk?
Fine.
Oh my goodness. The Gardener's Rest. That's who is in charge. If you don't know who the gardener is, you better learn.
What can you tell us about them?
They're in charge. They're the boss.
It's the Archfey, isn't it?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Am I not allowed to speak? I'm
Well,
sorry.
When you speak, you ask stupid questions. I'm so sorry. I'm such an asshole.
Fireball! No, I'm just kidding.
I do
Set
get
this
guilty
damn
pleasure,
tree on
as I'm
fire.
sure you guys know, to have a needly NPC for you guys to have to get information out of.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Eh? He's in charge. They're in charge. I don't think they really associate one way or the other. But pretty nice, to be fair. They kind of let people do whatever they want. Just don't fuck with anything. Don't cut any trees down. Don't burn anything. It'll be fine.
Oh, would never dream of it. Do you know why my cousin would go and visit this gardener?
I think that is a pretty valid question. You might not have the answer, but
Oh, I'm
If
sorry.
you
the
could
goblin
make it
now is talking. Oh, what was that, goblin?
You little shit!
why would this man's cousin go to see the gardener? Do people go to see the gardener for help or?
Yeah, if you need help, Garner might help if he's not busy. Or maybe just get some of his tea. He's got really nice tea. Brews a really good batch. Moonshine's pretty
Orlando
good.
like tea?
Have you ever had Umbral Shine before?
I have not.
Okay. Gardner puts up a pretty good batch, gotta say. Burns the
That
leaves
sounds
right off.
Umbral shine like moonshine.
Yeah. Wait, no, I'm not responding to you. Shut up.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You
Damn
just did.
it. Yeah, you know, they seem kind of nice. Ever been talking about Orlando Juliana, the second coming, and all that?
The second coming. Okay.
Oh no. What was that?
What?
The second coming?
Yeah, everyone's saying so.
Of?
Oh, Karen and
What was the first?
Porphyra.
Who?
Karen and Porphyra.
Oh, Karen and Perfera.
You know who that is.
It is on the tip of my tongue.
To be fair, your characters do know Karen and Porphyra. They're the story of
Oh,
the
yeah,
song
yeah.
that Katarina is.
I remembered that, but I couldn't remember if Brunka remembered that.
That's fair.
or
I just
knew
want to make
that.
sure you knew as
No, I
your
think she would
characters
remember
would
it
have
if they
heard
had
it. Yeah.
just been told that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like the whole story was about it.
Okay, right. Okay. Rewind then. The second coming of wow,
Eh,
that is
A lot of people around here, you know, with love, people get very grandiose. They're just like, oh, love is such an amazing thing. And love is amazing. I've married my wife for eternity. She's a sweet, sweet leprechaun. Very nice. She can make a really good pie. We get some really good apples from, you should get the honey from the centaurs. The honey's so good. And then she'll take it and she'll make get some honeycomb. Oh. Anyways, I apologize. But love is so
Hugo's
grandiose.
eyes widen when you say honey from the centaurs. Like, where the fuck do you get the honey from?
The fucking centaurs harvest the honey.
Oh,
Ludo.
never mind. I was like, never mind.
I saw that book in the romance section of Barnes & Noble this weekend. No.
I was like, excuse-moi. Okay.
Centaur beekeeper.
I was like,
Never mind.
what is happening in this Fey realm?
What am I even talking? Oh yeah. So
To
they
be
like to
fair,
compare
yeah, that-
Orlando and Juliana. Their love is very beautiful. Seems very pure, very true. You know, they come all the way here. Just reminds us of the good old days. Reminds us of them. Very sweet.
I
They're
mean,
dead.
Wait, they're dead like the Karen and
Are you asking?
above table, I'm asking if that's what he
It's
said.
intentionally RPingly vague.
Okay, just making sure I was okay. Wait, who is Karen and
Karen and
Said that?
Porphyra.
wait? I thought you couldn't die here.
Oh no, you can die.
What's the point of living in the internal garden then?
I'm really sorry to Lord. I'm also realizing you made a charisma character, and I'm like just pushing your character to the side. I'm so sorry.
I know.
You also did make a condescending charisma character, so just so you know, it's very hard for me to naturally RP. Like,
I know.
oh yes, talk to us condescendingly all the time.
Right.
We love it.
Right. I know. Yep.
Um,
I am fully aware.
you can't die from age in the internal garden. Now.
You could die from anything else, though. Just
Now.
age.
But when they
That's
formed
weird.
it wasn't the internal garden yet. Between you and me, maybe the gardener should have thought of that beforehand before making this into this little realm that it was. But they died. Age for Porphyra. And then Carolyn was an elf. And then she decided to let go and follow her love into the afterlife. And the gardener was so affected by it. He made the world. He took their garden that they made together and made it to this wonderful place in their memory.
That is a beautiful story.
It is.
I'd really be interested to hear more about the history of this place before we, we've been stomping around in people's homes, and I just feel like maybe we should take a pause and.
We do need to take a pause. Am I boring you?
No.
No,
I was
I'm talking to
thinking-
the tall human over there.
Oh,
They seem to be laying down in my shamrocks. Taking a little. Do I bore you?
we've been
They're
on
just
a,
such
a long
Beautiful shamrocks. They're so beautiful. And
It is really
comfortable.
nice out there. Napping in shamrocks is really
Beautiful here.
nice.
And also, I've got lots of little siblings at home, and they didn't let me sleep very much last night. So, sorry.
Above
So
table,
we-
just
we are-
poking Lindsay, but also giving her something to latch onto to give her some energy.
Thank you. I literally just fell asleep for like 10 minutes. I'm so sorry.
So,
I'm here.
we're looking for somewhere to spend some time to rest, if that's all right with you.
Oh, real quick, Micah, you do see you and Brunka too. You probably see the corner of your eye, but you're the ones really drawing the attention of this leprechaun on the tree. You see your awakened tree friend, like now he like appears behind the opposite side, and you see him kind of like with his branch pointing at the ground where he is, and then you just hear like, "What was that?" He's like. And then when he looks back away, he's like pointing to a specific point on the ground near the tree, and then the big tree, and then he just like slides back away. So you need a place to stay?
Can I investigate that spot?
You can.
Could
He was-
Ludo try to distract?
Well, roll an insight check, or I'll give this to you for free. The tree. Oh yeah, the tree was trying to be discreet
Discreet?
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Ludo can draw attention away from like what Mike is doing, he would
I
do
would
that.
like to surreptitiously investigate.
Okay. So let's just go instead of like investigation. I know you're probably angling for that, but this will be a stealth check. But I'll give you advantage. And Ludo, you don't have to do a check just because if you start talking, you'll get his attention.
Yeah, 100%.
So you're like, we need a place to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need a place to stay, huh?
And
Hmm.
I must ask, how often do you clean your place? I
actually
don't want to rest my
receiving more
clothes
than,
on your.
like going over there. Could I try and look and see what is there
Yeah, go and roll a perception check. I'll give you that one's just a free check.
just before I go over? I would
Yeah,
look
yeah.
first.
That's fine.
You have prestidigitation.
14.
You pretentious
14.
bastard.
Yeah,
You
I know,
do
he's just really
see
trying to rile him up.
like
That was in character.
you see essentially like near where the roots hit the ground, there's this little gap very subtly there, and like the dirt in the ground and the grass near there is a little disheveled, like something's been taken in and out of this little gap in the roots.
Okay. I'd like to inch my way over there. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll roll that stealth.
At advantage.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, okay. 19.
19. So how do you distract
Now
him,
I have a
Ludo?
+1.
Ludo,
what was that?
how were you distracting him?
Oh, so he comes up like, and he's like,
Existing.
I would just like to inquire how often that you clean your establishment.
How do
These
you
are
like
very
to clean it?
expensive clothes, and I don't want to get them dirty.
Oh,
And
they're
he's just like,
dirty, huh?
yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
So
Wow,
dirty.
it feels
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
bad for you. If
I'm
you're so
just
worried about
asking.
getting hurt or dirty, just go to the fountain, drink a little bit, and you'll feel zippity zip.
And where is this
Exactly.
fountain that you speak of? I can draw-
Anyways,
Here,
so-
here's the map. You son of a bitch! No, I'm just kidding.
So you get over there, and again, it wasn't about the investigation, more about just getting there quietly. You kind of reach in, and first you pull out an item. Let's see if there's any art for it. Doesn't look like it. Let's see what the description might be. It seems to be a strange stone object that has all these different rooms and arcanic glyphs inscribed into it. But you also, your hand does touch metal and you hear a slight little ding. You pull it out and there's a pot of gold there.
Oh fuck! Damn,
So-
that tree's trying to get us killed.
My
Yeah.
goblin friend, do you want to know where the fountain is?
I would love to know where the fountain is.
I like inch back without taking the pot of gold. I do
Good
not
for it.
touch the pot of gold.
100%.
Not stupid.
Which one was the fountain? 1 second. The fountain comes from the great fountain rocks. And he points you towards G9, which looks like it's a fountain that comes out of. All right.
Guys,
My honey
have a
toast
coworker.
is getting cold. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Lindsay?
no, I was just gonna say I have a coworker named Gina, and I was so tired. I was like, when did Gina start to play D&D with me?
Oh, wow.
Damn.
All right. Shoot.
No, thank
Yeah.
you so much for your help. We will let you to your honey toast.
Hey,
We'll just be in the clearing over there. Thank you.
he talked to the centaurs asking when they're going to get more honey. It's been weeks. Weeks.
I can tell you where they're getting it from.
You're weird. Get out. Shoot. Here. And he kind of, an
I'll wait
illusion.
till we're 6 inches away to like show everybody the little stone that I got.
Oh,
Looks like a rock. What is it?
Did I examine it closer?
Don't forget, Lindsay, Micah found a pretty rock in the cave, which I'm pretty sure we all know above table was a diamond
Yes.
or something. Or I can't remember what exact, maybe it wasn't a diamond, but it was something valuable. Right. Yeah. Like, oh, pretty rock.
I was like, oh, look at this pretty quartz.
I think it was a clouded diamond. Was. Or
This
something
is
like that.
obviously a magical item of some sort.
I mean, she can tell the difference between a rock and a magic item. She's not that dumb.
Oh, yeah, that one's got runes on it.
Yeah. She is a practitioner of magic herself.
Sorry,
you
that
know?
was because of Thalen. Thalen said it's a rock. That was more for her.
Yeah.
it's a waste.
I'm not worried.
Give
Just
yourself
looked into
inspiration.
the camera after saying that. Oh my god!
What?
Pander. She said it's a waystone.
Said it's a waystone.
Mhm.
Fucking looked into
And
the
then he
camera.
The office looked in the camera.
Oh my god!
It's all good.
So what am I looking at here?
This really will require a normal identification process, either a short rest to identify it or the spell identify.
Well, maybe we should just get along with that long rest and try and identify it over the rest.
Yes, I don't know about you, but I am quite tuckered out.
Well, you should definitely be the one to look this over, Mr. Fancy Magic Pants.
I should do so after the rest.
No, you should do it right now.
Fine. Yeah, he'll try to do some type of magical sorcerer innate search.
To be fair, just so you know, mechanically, you can still do this choice, but Micah, you don't. You can sit down. Anyone can sit down with an item and identify it on a short rest. So if you want to do it yourself through narrative, you can. But if you want to give it to Ludo for narrative, that's totally fine too.
I think she would just think Ludo is the most knowledgeable about this kind of stuff and would like.
Um,
They can be useful since he's pissing off everybody.
So after-
try to get some good.
an hour. It's not the most exciting one, but it's still a magic item. It's an Ioun Stone of Sustenance.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Essentially, you don't
There's
have to
something
eat.
Constitution?
Oh. Well, which is great. That could be good for being in here. In case we can't eat anything.
Yeah.
I love that this one's rare. It is disappointing when certain
Right.
magic items, because this is what's in the book, right? It is disappointing when stuff like we don't worry about food and stuff. Like it could be a practical item, but it's just like also like not. But yeah, I'm gonna turn it into a different Ioun Stone, something that will actually have a mechanical bump. Just give me 1 second. And apparently, bump is a word.
And
now.
it's weird because it's so visible, so it's just like a stone floating around your head.
Yeah, all I
don't
know,
have to eat
I
or drink anything.
yeah, and it requires attunement. Cool.
It's not like I don't trust you guys. Yeah.
It's also a rare one, so I'm just like, so let me try a different.
Yeah.
Rare is fucking crazy for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to let, since Micah, I want you to just hear what I tell you and then just choose one. Historical knowledge, language knowledge, natural knowledge, religious knowledge, self-preservation, supreme intellect.
Micah would probably actually, Micah's pretty good with nature, but she's not good at like facts and stuff. So she'd probably say historical knowledge.
That's locked behind the lost laboratory of Quailish, apparently. God damn it.
Oh god.
That's gotta
It's
be
like a little
somewhere.
weird little one shot. Yeah, I'm like, are you kidding me?
Wait, what's it called? Einstein of historical knowledge.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
I have
I
so much on
found
this
it.
thing. I'm like, I cannot believe that one's locked behind. The language one is too?
I hate
What?
when that happens.
What? Wait. All of them are showing they're locked behind this thing. I'm like, that can't be true. I feel like I see Ioun stones all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's a normal Ioun stone, and if you look in D&D Beyond, if you click on it, it has multiple varieties and different rarities, and there's a big list of them there. And then there's separate entries, which I think are 4 from this last laboratory of Quailish. But it looks like they do exist within here too. Supreme intellect was there, historical knowledge was there. So it does exist. Okay. Wait. Oh, you got within the normal listing, when you click on it, it's like this is within the whatever. You get advantage on and proficiency in history if you don't have it. I'm assuming it's something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
I
right.
would assume so.
Yeah, and it,
Yeah, you gain proficiency in the history skill or a +1 bonus to checks with that skill if you're already proficient while this polished steely sphere orbits your head.
Yeah, well,
Yay.
so it is a Ioun stone of historical knowledge.
would anybody like this? I mean, I would like to know fun facts, but like, if anyone needs it more than me,
Eh,
they're welcome to it.
It's all you.
I've made it this far.
many facts.
without knowing much, so.
Book learning's boring.
Thank you all.
Are we worried though that the leprechauns might be mad at each other about?
Nothing. Literally nothing. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, probably.
was the stone was from that hole in the ground, right? And they had mentioned about the other leprechaun stealing from them.
Well, then we could just blame it on them.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. Do we want to be starting leprechaun civil wars?
Oh, I apologize. During your
Sure.
identify, by the way, Ludovicus, as you pull out your
Mhm.
focus of your Bloodwell vial, it is gone. If you refresh your
Huh?
page, I've
No!
literally have
Oh, those
deleted it.
shiesty bastards!
I have deleted it from your inventory.
Wow.
Dude, it was the little one. The motherfucker. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna fireball him. I'm gonna fireball him. I'm gonna fireball him. That was my only uncommon
They
item.
took that necklace from you too, Lindsay or Micah, but you were so amiable they gave it back to you.
Those little bastards.
I don't let them anywhere close.
This is why you need to be nice to people.
Oh.
So when they steal
They
from
stole
you,
from
they
you
keep it nice.
too!
Yeah,
I'd
but
love
they
to
give it
see
back.
them try to steal my masquerade tattoo.
You look down and there's just a scar and blood there. I'm like,
Oh my
again.
God.
Ah!
Oh, those shifty bastards. If I see him again,
All right.
gloves are
So
coming off.
that happens. I would like everyone to roll a perception check.
Oh, really? 21.
22.
Oh,
21
shit, we
also.
rolled really good.
Yeah,
You
we
rolled-
are perceptive. Yeah, we're all
Yeah.
fucking alert now that we
Yeah.
just got all our shit nicked. I did.
Not all of it. Just yours.
Fucking, I gotta write this down. Leprechaun stole.
Leprechaun stole my focus.
As you
It's
you all
Oh my
take
God,
your
it's just like having ADHD.
you all take your long
My
rests,
focus.
and it is very peaceful in its own way. Again, time doesn't change here, so it's always this kind of eternal twilight, dusk, just borderline dusk. And it is lovely, and it's very peaceful. The breeze is, but funny enough, I do want to latch onto one thing. As you all have been relaxing, one Ludo realizes that his item is gone and gets angry. Around you, the wind picks up a little bit, and it's not, and then you can the environment's reacting to his emotions, and like the air gets a little hot for a second. There's like a slight little like for a brief moment, it's almost like a distant little thunder, like in the distance, like it's emotion. And it's like does as quickly as it comes, it does go away. But as you're relaxing, you all see at different moments, everything has a very dreamlike quality. And so what you're seeing, you're not sure is real or not. And because everyone rolled really high, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got the lowest at 19.
And so, like, the way I would like to frame this, and I know this is a little railroady, but I do think it's appropriate. On your watches, and because everyone would probably be taking a watch, you all would see something similar, but it does feel like a dream when you see it. You're like, at first your senses go sharp. You see somebody. There's a human. There's something walking through the woods. And you see this glow through the kind of shadowy canopy. But it's almost like the glow of the dusk of the horizon itself. The light is just these beautiful, soothing sunset colors. And you do notice it's following and emanating from this humanoid. But no humanoid you've seen before. Flowers, lavender growing out of its hair. It does have like almost like an elvish face, and almost seems to be wearing, is it a cloak or is it a part of its very being of this thing, this person? And they have hands, long, thin fingers, and you do see butterflies appearing around. And it doesn't look at you, and doesn't consider you in any sort of direct way. But as you do watch it walk through, the trees bend in, flowers blossom and unfurl to their fullest extent, following them like they're the sun itself. And then it kind of fades into that light, into the darkness and the shade of the trees, I should say. And it's like, was that a dream? I would like to share with you all the beautiful, in my opinion, art of the gardener.
A gardener.
Oh, wow. Well, that's super cool.
And then the long rest goes out at a hitch.
God.
Oh, so this is a long rest.
Yeah, so everyone kind of had a similar experience, perhaps. Like, did you see this like a vision, this tranquil scene of this person walking through the woods in different areas?
Dang. They didn't acknowledge us though. It was just like a little dream that we had.
That's what it seemed like to you. As it had a dreamlike quality. They seem to be considering, the trees. Maybe he puts his hand. They put a hand on a tree. There might have been like a broken limb, and then you see like the limb grow back out, reform, and then just kind of keep going. It's like he's caretaking, but they don't seem to be caring about you.
Interesting.
All right.
I'm still so upset about my
Yeah.
blood vial.
Tranquil, and then the anger's back. Like,
I'm gonna freaking kill those leprechauns.
you do hear in the leaves and the boughs for a second, and then them running off.
Oh,
You have to save
It-
at least one leaf from this tree.
it's on
We're
site.
just collecting interesting leaves.
When you say this tree, are you talking about the big giant oak tree? Okay, I'll assume that you grab the big giant tree or leaf from the oak tree. All right. It's 11:20, but do you guys want to like think about a space to push your next direction?
Yeah, what was the could we take a look at the map one more time?
Oh, I'm sorry. I assumed you guys were on the map. My apologize. My apologize.
I apologize.
My apologize.
So okay, so G9 is the fountain. The palace. He didn't give us a location for the palace, but the Gardener's Rest. Is that what it's called? The palace?
The Garden's Rest is circled on G20. It
That's
does
our
not
next
look
call.
like a palace.
Oh, okay.
I think we go
Gardener's
to the
Rest.
Gardener's Rest first.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's nice to know that the fountain's there because it sounds like could give rest-like benefits. But since we just rested, I guess we can go towards G20.
So we won't
Yeah.
meet right away.
We're
Um,
gonna
to
have
me.
to pass by G14 on the way there, but yeah, I'm down.
not to like pull you guys into it, but do you want me to assume you guys like pass by G6 so you can note it and see it and see if it interests you
Sure.
as you like pass through? All right. This
Wait,
section.
what's?
Hmm?
Sorry, Lauren, you made a comment about G14. Is there something I missed about that?
Oh
You said
no,
we'll
I was
have to
just
go by
saying
naturally gonna pass
I'm just
it.
thinking about like yeah, us getting close to it. Probably gonna have to interact
Oh.
with it. But yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
G6. This section of the forest is less dense, allowing light to dapple the ground. Clearings and paths abound, many of which show signs of regular use. Discarded bottles, trampled earth, and ashes from old bonfires. The clearing ahead thrums with music and laughter.
Music and laughter, I don't
More
trust it.
Fucking.
The last time
no,
I
over
interacted with
there.
somebody who was so jovial and happy and dancing, I got robbed. So good.
Fair. All right.
All right.
That's just Ludo's
Can I?
opinion.
Go ahead.
Do I want to use this yet? Yeah.
I do think in the distance with the
No,
music,
wait a
you would hear the laughter and the singing. They don't. I'm not. They don't sound like leprechauns right off. They don't have the weird squeaky voices or anything like that. And I do think it's fair enough. You would see the steps and the area around you. You do know they're not leprechauns.
Mhm.
If you want to know more information, it'd be checks and stuff. But it's up to you if you're curious.
It would be what if I wanted to know more information?
A check, like a survival check or an investigation check.
I'd love to make that.
Go ahead and do a survival or investigation.
13 survival.
13. It's enough to notice that not feet of any sort, no boots or anything like that. Hoof prints.
Centaurs.
Fucking centaurs. I don't want to see it. I don't
Or-
want to know what's going on over there.
Yeah, you
satyrs.
thought, hey, you thought the centaur.
Let me say
honey was
this:
weird until
hoofs.
you-
I might not be using the correct terminology.
Oh,
Micah would
satyrs.
know they're not
Yes.
the size of like horses' hoofs.
Oh, that's worse.
Are they, like,
Smaller,
cloven feet?
cloven feet. Thank you.
Little goat
Bloody
feet.
satyrs.
satyrs.
They might be some reveling satyrs in the woods doing
Yeah.
That's not good.
inappropriate
us drunk.
rituals with giant. Oh, sorry.
Yep.
No, I'm just kidding. This is not that kind of adventure.
Well, satyrs aren't that much better.
Centaurs make the honey, and satyrs make the.
What do they make, Rob?
They make the juices. Sorry. Did you guys ever watch a little viral corn kid when that
Yes,
happened?
it's
Yeah.
corn.
It's got the
the
juice. That's what I was
It's got
thinking.
the juice.
All right. Does
Do
anybody
we really
want to?
want to meddle with some satyrs?
We
They're
avoid
even
them
more
as best we can.
annoying than I am.
That might be the first bit of humility I've ever heard from you, ever.
I
Well,
can
yeah,
control
she's
my
been-
annoyance. I use it like a weapon.
It's a fucking bad weapon. It only hurts you. You know?
Have you been controlling it like while we've been together? Because
No, I have not.
okay, I
Didn't think so.
suspected not.
Mm.
I mean,
The music is
who
jamming
doesn't
out
love
there.
a good party.
Oh, go right ahead. Yes, go over there and dance and frolic with the damn satyrs, and then wake up with all of your belongings gone after you've been robbed.
I don't think satyrs are really thieves. I think they're just kind of.
We didn't know.
Oh,
that
I'm
leprechauns
sorry.
were
They will
either.
they will get you drunk and then do unsavory things to you. I'm sure.
Oh, I'm
Where
sorry.
are
Is that
you
not your
hearing
like?
your
Is that not
stories?
your mo?
No,
Most
no.
of the
I
time?
they're always sober, darling.
Fair enough.
You hear, hey,
Inside
hey,
check.
hey, in the distance.
Are they doing like the what is it, the dance,
Yeah.
the wee
Yeah,
dance, the
the
fucking
dance.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called.
And then you do also hear drink, 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 drink.
Oh shit.
Do they have like little like wooden barrels
Hey!
and they're doing keg
You only
stands?
hear them. So it's up to your imagination what you think is happening.
I am curious about the keg stands.
Wouldn't expect that from nobility.
I can let loose just because I come from nobility doesn't mean I have to act like it.
Boarding schools.
Well,
Mhm.
okay, what if before we go in, we decide just one or two of us to drink,
Mhm.
and then the others stay sober to, you know.
Smart.
All right, who's drinking and who's not?
Not.
I have a
I
+2 constitution
I
modifier.
get
Okay, what's
I
my
get worse.
constitution? I have a +2 as well.
I also have a +2.
I actually think it might also.
Oh, good
No,
at
it's
us.
+1.
I get a lot less somehow friendly when I get drunk, so that might not be a good idea.
I actually get more friendly and more jovial. I might be able to get us more information.
We also get more friendly and more jovial.
We'd also like that, I think. All right, it's settled. Me and Ludo, drinking buddies.
Well, I
And
thought
she
you were
like
driving.
spits in her hand and like puts it out for a handshake.
Oh no! He like gives you like a pat on the arm.
She just pats you on the face.
don't do that.
She probably can't reach it anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So it sounds like you are approaching as a group of different plans on who gets involved with what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you all
Yep.
push forward, and again, you hear it. You just follow the music, and you definitely see 5 satyrs. They're having a great time. One of them, there's a couple of them playing music. The other 3 are just dancing. There are bottles everywhere of different variations. A lot of it seems to be preferred wine, though. They're having a great time, and so you guys aren't really making yourselves home. As they see you, they just kind of smile. And they're like, come on, and they're like they pick up wines and they come running up to you guys and they're like offering you
Shit,
wine.
We're all drinking.
These two little children in a sea of grown-ups.
I guess in this case, does anybody not take a drink? And remember, I still pretty much use my rules for like if you get drunk or not. It's pretty much like a Constitution modifier. It's how many, either like a cup of wine or a beer or a shot. So it's like, don't feel like I'm gonna be like, oh, you took a sip of wine, start making the Constitution saving throws. Unless it's what you want for your character. You can say, my character gets drunk.
Oh yeah, Ludo goes right into it.
Yeah, so it sounds like
Let's
no one.
Try out this data wine of yours.
Thalen wasn't gonna drink, but being offered a drink and going to get one is a lot different.
Yeah,
So he
very
drinks
different.
it.
I'm not gonna say no.
Let him come to us with the
Uh,
beverages.
Yeah, they do come and they like pull you guys in. They're just kind of like, hey, hi, welcome. They're partying hard and they just want everyone else to be partying, having a good time. I would like everyone just to make either a performance check or like an acrobatics check for your dancing, if your character dances, because they're trying to pull you into the festivities.
Oh man,
Hell
I'm gonna
no.
use my inspiration for that because I feel
You're
like
using your
Ludo's pretty
inspiration
good.
for that.
Yeah, I feel like Ludo's he's gotta have like dance lessons or something like that.
Oh man.
All right, 16.
Brooke is very into her dancing, but is not doing
Ooh.
it well at all.
We
Uh,
all
Like
rolled
the kid,
terribly.
it's the kid from Avatar. I didn't roll.
Oh,
I didn't dance.
I'm like, oh, someone's rolling. Oh, it's Charlie typing something.
Oh.
So it is, again, your choice. You guys are drinking and you begin to get into the festivities, and like, you know how it is usually like at a club or something. It's like, oh, after a drink or two, then okay, yeah, you know what, yeah, I'm letting loose a little bit. Does anybody want to say their character got drunk? I'm not declaring roles or anything yet. It's still early on in this process, so everything's just
Not yet.
happening. Okay.
Not yet. Yeah,
Not yet, yeah.
unwise.
So you all enjoy the dancing, and Ludo, they are like, oh, like at some point maybe you bust out some like crazy little can't touch this moves or something. What kind of moves do you
Does the
bust out?
worm.
Yeah, because 16
Yeah,
is pretty good. You do the worm. Is that what everyone's like?
yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah. So you're at that point in the party. They're like, oh, you're like, oh, and you're like kind
Definitely
of going on
uses,
it.
like his air genasi ability to like make him float higher.
And so like they dance, and then like the music does stop, and we'll pick up next time with conversations and what that looks like after you guys have made probably a good impression.
Hell yeah!
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Hey, not a
guys.
bad place to end the
Yeah.
Yeah.
end the session. We
Nice.
didn't die.
Adventure over.
Please
Oh, yeah,
take
and-
everybody.
Ludo does
Yeah.
cast Sorceress Bolt and kills the evil satyr in the middle, getting the final kill on the. Oh wait, sorry, that's next week.
Okay. It's Sorcerer's First, actually.
Good night, Lindsay. I know you're.
Good
Yeah.
night.
Good night. Good night.
Night.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night.
Good night,
Yeah.
everyone.
See you all
GG's.
Night,
later.
guys.
Bye.
Next week, except for Megan. Bye, Megan.